Hello. Hey. Hey guys. Hello. It's me. I gotta find something to watch or play as a song because I'll have a quick breakfast. Yes. Let's see. YouTube, please help, bro. Help, please. Come on. Come on, man. We can watch this. I already watched this. The parody. Hold up. The dub over voiceover. Hold up. Copy. This is only 2 minutes long. No. Yeah, it's Pokemon. Let's go. Yay.
What's that?
It kind of looks like Mew.
I am Mewtwo.
You're Mewtwo, huh? Well, we're not going to let you get away with this, Mew!
Do not insult me with that name, child. I am Mewtwo.
Yeah, I heard you. You're Mewtwo.
Correct.
So like I said, we're going to stop you, Mew!
Stop saying that. I am not Mew.
But you just said you're Mewtwo.
Yes, because I am Mewtwo.
But you're not Mew.
Obviously.
That doesn't really make any sense, Mew.
I have surpassed Mew in every way. It is an inferior life form. I am Mewtwo.
How can it be inferior if you're Mewtwo?
No, I'm... Listen, tell me, what is that Pokemon?
That's Mew.
And what am I?
That's kind of an existential question.
What am I?
You're Mewtwo.
So then you do understand.
Of course I do, Mew.
Okay, you do not understand.
I don't know, it kind of sounds like he does, Mew.
I am Mewtwo.
The person who voices Ash is doing a very good job, by the way.
So then you do understand.
Of course I do, Mew.
Okay, you do not understand.
I don't know, it kind of sounds like he does, Mew.
I am Mewtwo.
I know you're Mewtwo.
Do you?
Of course I do.
Mew.
Ha, Jinx.
I am not Jinx. That is an entirely different Pokemon.
Of course you're not Jinx, you're Mew.
God damn it!
Who's God?
That has nothing to do with anything that we... No. Actually, you know what? Screw it. For all intents and purposes, I am now God.
I thought you were Mewtwo.
How many times do I have to tell you? Wait, you did it. You just said I'm Mewtwo.
Well, yeah, just like you said. You're God, but you're also Mewtwo.
Yes, you finally get it. I am Mewtwo.
So you're God and Mew?
God, fucking no! I am not Mew.
Well, now I'm just confused.
Ditto.
I am not Ditto!
Man, that was fun, man. Funny video. I like it. I'm still not done. Still having my breakfast, man. Music, Mary? Mary, a song? No. I wonder if I'm gonna get taken. If I'm gonna. My video, my WAD will be taken down. For this. Nintendo is gonna fucking own your videos from now on. Let's find a song, man. Then start playing. And that's for broadcast. Yay. Song. Blaze! Any song, Blaze. Not any. Good one. Yeah, Kill Me the soundtrack. Let's go. Yes. Okay. I'm ready. Launch the game. Quick. Start. Cool.
It's awfully nice. Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Jones. Tonight.
Enough music. It's time for some quality television now.
What a wild ride this has been. Well, that's a very blunt question.
Alright. Oh, so we beat the first part of the game and
neighbors, and have confidence that
yeah, main menu videos are changed now. Okay. Voila.
You start to see, yes? The people never have. Never enough.
Yeah, play. Continue. Don't crash. Don't be a bitch. Bam. Bam. Oh. I can't wait to fucking see the new challenges in this game. Pretty much every single time game gives you a different challenge. A rude awakening. Wait, what? Oh! Guys, I'm in hospital. Rhythmic beeping of the heart monitor brings you slowly back to consciousness. Opening your eyes, you're greeted by a semi-circle of concerned faces. Who are they? Your family, by your side. A reassuringly familiar sight in these new surroundings. You blink a few times to clear the sleep from your eyes and bring everyone into focus. Looking up, Sam's face is a mixture of concern and frustration. Things haven't been great between you two lately, and Chris hasn't been helping things. But fuck Chris, man. Hit that guy. Looming at Sam's shoulder with a sour expression, it's clear there's still no love lost between the two of you. That can change anytime. While Sam clearly is worried about you, the family scowl is obvious on both of their faces. Gruesome too soon. I can't say that, man. Oh man, I kind of want to say this though. That will make me evil though. You reach out. Yeah, I'll just say thanks for coming, honey. The worry for you wins out, and Sam takes your hand. Ah. Before leaning in to kiss your forehead. Nice. Of course, sweetheart, I could never have been anywhere else. For the first time in a while, you both genuinely smiled at each other before you looked to the rest of your family. Just as you feel Susie's absence... What? Notice Charlie fidgeting, clearly trying not to look for worry. My boy! Where's Susie? As soon as you turn to look at him, you can see Charlie tense up. He's clearly battling hard to stay mad at you. You look expectantly at him, but he refuses to meet your gaze. Hey, I'm gonna be fine. We'll be fighting again before... Why am I reading that? Hold on. I gotta talk to my kid, guys. Hey, I'm gonna be fine. We'll be fighting again before you know it. Shadow looks at you and grins, one of those infectious smiles that spreads around the room. It's always good to have him in your corner. Your smile fades as you notice your mother staring listlessly. What does listlessly mean, man? Listlessly out the window. Despite all of your best efforts, she's not been doing well lately. You okay, mom? You okay, mom? Maybe I gotta fucking try to have it in a British accent, man. I don't think I can do a British accent. Your mother starts your call, clearly shocking her out of her reverie. She turns to you and smiles, and you're grateful to see the increasingly rare recognition in her eyes. Yes, dear, of course. How are you feeling? Question mark. You smile warmly and nod, but before you can respond, a doctor bustles in and ushers everyone out. She asks you for what feels like the 100th time how you're feeling. Surprisingly well, all things considered. I can't even do it. Excellent. There's no sign of any real damage, just a bit of shock of the old system, pardon the pun. Oh, she's talking, right? There's no sign of real damage, just a bit of shock to the old system, pardon the pun. He smiles. Not that we will recommend you do anything like that again, of course. After a couple of days rest at home, you should feel right as rain. Right at work, man, I'm a veggie, dude. He turns to leave, but stops at the door. Oh, and the private room and care. The doctor gestures to your room, which you know, notice looks rather expensive. Has all been paid for. Oh no, by Mr. Postman. He left those flowers and said not to worry and take the rest of the week off. Jesus! My boss! He'll see you Monday, apparently. Seems like the least he could do. I don't like this. Guys, I don't like this, guys. Now back to work. Back to the grind. Bird and the bear. You come home from a particularly late shift to find the kitchen lights still on. Which is normally a good sign, everyone's usually in bed by now. Softly opening the kitchen door, you find Sam sat at the table. Oh honey, what the hell? Bills and papers are strewn in front of them, as well as what looks to be a second pack of biscuits. They give you a quick kiss as you take a seat next to them. Sam frowns and goes back to the bill they're holding. Are they implying Sam can be a... okay. Hey sweetheart, just looking at the numbers again. They look to the door to the pantry, now converted into your mother's bedroom. We've been doing our best, but I think Cassandra really needs a nurse to look after her now. Suddenly the bills are all you can see. Fortunately, with the money that's been coming in and what we've been able to save, we've got more than enough to keep going. With Susie home to help out, the nurse would only need to be part-time anyway. Sam smiles at you. I know things have been difficult, and the daily care won't be cheap, but she's your mother. We have to really, don't we? I don't know, man. Also, I wonder if game gives you any choice. If you do poorly in the game, I wonder. Your mother hasn't been herself for a long while. Maybe it's time to consider other options. Guys, I can do this, not because it's my mother, but it's gonna affect Sam's reaction, basically. You gratefully smile back. Of course you will pay for the care your mother needs. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The sword of the Muckles sheathed, at least for the moment. You grab the papers and stuff them into a drawer. It's such a relief to not have to worry about it anymore. Or so you told Sam. Hours later, you're still awake, staring at the ceiling, thinking, how long will the money last? Question mark. Guys, let's do it. I'm ready. A letter home. Uh-oh. Sam's out with work tonight and Charlie's staying at the friend's. House is yours, you order a takeaway. Have a couple of drinks, decide to relax in front of the TV. Not a great selection tonight, but surely something to watch. You feel like a laugh. Sam's not here, you can still watch a horror without them. Just want to switch off action thrillers on one. Sam isn't a fan of historical dramas, so you make the most of them being away. I think I'm gonna watch comedy because I'm a wage slave, right? Wage slave. I'm a corpo guy, and corpo people like to watch cheap comedy, so... I'm not saying British comedy is cheap comedy though, guys, don't worry. Humor is a bit hit and miss, but joke about the kiln has you bent double in laughter. Kiln, what the hell's a kiln? Wiping a tear from your eye, you spy something reflecting the light of the TV under the coffee table. Curious, you reach down and bring it out into light. As you pick it up, you remember the note Sam left for you. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, sweetheart. Charlie lost Susie's present. Would you mind looking for it tonight? XOXO? What the hell? As you hold it closer, you're surprised to find the gift's actually an engraved letter for Chippy. She claims the nickname's affectionate, but Charlie still scolds every time she says it. You're not sure Sam would approve. Accompanying note from Susie explains, Irkstan has a long tradition of glorifying the art of starting fires. Thought you will like it. Don't do anything stupid, Suze. Hopefully it's just a souvenir, not a new pastime he's picked up, or about to pick up. It's nice that she thought of him. Guys, what was that about? I don't understand. I don't get it. Okay. Here we go. How are things at home? I don't know, man. It's okay-ish. Not amazing. I have an awkward relationship with my kid, and I mean my son. Younger one, and my older one, my daughter. Wait, my game crashed? Oh, okay. Game's weird. Many times it does the fucking loading. The silence! Huh? Hello? We got the crazy Neil. Oh, check power. Thanks, game. Thanks, game.
You realise you're beginning to sound like me?
I mean it, Kath.
Stay where you are, Kath. Jenny?
This is not Jenny's decision, Jeremy, or yours.
Oh, we missed it.
It'll be all right. I'll talk to Buxton.
Oh, good. You can tell him I'll return his wife's casserole dish at our dinner next week.
What are these?
Jenny?
I'm sorry, Kath, you're gonna have to leave.
Danny, no.
Not letting it go to your head.
She nearly blinded
10
me.
seconds,
That's all
everybody!
part of a team these days.
Things are better, Jeremy, you know that. Just stop being so
You're in
high and mighty
5,
and do your job.
4,
You'll have me fired too.
3.
Don't tempt me.
Okay.
Good evening. I'm Megan Wolfe.
And I'm Jeremy Dawson. Our main headlines tonight.
The establishment strikes back. The World Council has agreed today to impose punitive sanctions on the people of this country.
The sanctions, which are broad-ranging, include restrictions on the supply of oil and gas, food, clothing, and even some medicines. But how should we react? We asked the public.
What do you think about all these sanctions?
I doubt it make a lot of difference, Pet. I've lived through 2 world wars and I smoke 40 a day. And if that ain't killed me, I doubt this will either.
Thanks, Patrick. Important stuff.
Controversial Prime Minister Julia Salisbury attempted to assuage growing public concerns with the following official statement released earlier today.
The international sanctions declared against this country today by the World Council remind us that now, more than ever, we need to come together as a team. Since coming to power, we have eradicated poverty and as a consequence seen crime fall to levels previously thought impossible. Our schools, hospitals and youth clubs are thriving, and our transition centres have enabled many thousands to unburden their loved ones with dignity. In any sane world,
Bro, please.
held up as a model.
Bro! Please, man.
Evidently, this is not that world. The privileged few have lobbies.
I hate this, man. I hate this part of the. I hate it.
We will not cower before their tantrums. And we encourage other progressive nations in the world to continue to trade, visit, and share their cultures with ours. Do not be afraid. We have more friends than we can count. We are a team, now more than ever. And this team is on your side. Thank you.
Reassuring stuff. But what do you, the public, think of our refreshingly different government? Robin Short.
I don't know.
Hi there. Robin Short, National Nightly News. I was wondering if I could get your thoughts on the current government.
I'm not really very interested in politics, really. As Mother always said, leave politics to the politicians, Malcolm.
Of course.
A Flard Day's night. Following the release of the Flardmaster 5000, production of Flards are at an all-time high, requiring the new manufacturing facility in Grizzleford to move to 20
what about Crazy Neil, though?
Production.
With people finding more and more uses for the ever-versatile
Fuck those shit, man.
the team at Remington Cyst certainly have their hands full keeping up with demand.
So, is there anything better than a handful of Flards? We asked Patrick to find out. Patrick?
What's your opinion of Flards?
I'd get them banned, mate. Flards killed 3 members of my family and more than 1 pet. We should have stuck with Werbs. It's safer then.
Pipers at the gates of dawn. Commuters in the capital.
I'm manipulating the fucking public opinion.
Silent protests were held outside underground stations throughout the capital, bringing a pleasantly surreal quality to the morning commute.
Unless, like me, you have a phobia of mimes.
But how do we, as a country, really feel about Disrupt? Robin?
Do you have any feelings about Disrupt?
This guy again.
It's all a bit noisy for me, really. As Mother always said, leave the rebelling to the rebels, Malcolm.
Bubbling up, intrepid scientist Dr. David Gray and Dr. Ingrid Svorsborg and Hawkinsford today sent a blueprint of the escape craft in which they hope to finally leave Dante's taint.
With expert opinions of the plan running the gamut from optimistically engineered to that looks like something my granddad made in his shed, it sounds like the unfortunate team are going to need all the thoughts and prayers they can get.
So what should we think about the escape plan? Patrick Bannon again.
So I'd imagine that you think this is a great plan.
Oh my God! How did you know? It's a brilliant idea. I hope everyone gets behind them so that they know that we're with them. In spirit, of course. I can't actually go diving because I'm scared of the salt.
I am not a number. Applications finally opened today for the new Advanced Team membership cards, a scheme by the government to allow fast access to all the new public services being introduced daily.
The team membership cards are entirely voluntary, but will be recognised as legal identification by all major organisations, including the police, banks and...
I can't wait to see that guy again.
And of course...
Mother always said...
It all seems too good to be true.
Malcolm...
I've been a cynic. But most importantly, what should you, the public, think about the new team?
Give us the Malcolm, man, right now.
Team membership cards.
I don't really join things as a rule. As Mother always said, membership is mostly for unmentionables, Malcolm.
And finally tonight, game of 2 halves. Fresh out of rehab, repentant celebrity sportsman Johnny Hansleeves is promising to turn over a new leaf.
In a surprisingly energetic appearance on the Whitney Chinwag show this morning,
Johnny
showed everyone he's certainly full of life and raring to go.
You better not try that on our sofas. I doubt they'll survive the frenzy.
But what should we think of this exuberant behaviour? Patrick?
Disgusting.
Your thoughts there?
Later tonight, in a break from our usual responsibilities, Jeremy will be taking popular rapper Jesus to task over his street credibility. And then we'll both be meeting the team behind the new play that's got theatre critics buzzing with anticipation.
That's all coming up on tonight's
National Nightly News.
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. That is going down. Pretty good.
First tonight, let's return to our main story.
With the shine coming off Advance's popularity
and the honeymoon period pretty much over,
the National Nightly News has spared no expense in bringing you the response to today's sanctions from across the continent.
Joining us to help digest this shocking development are Prime Minister Peter Clement from his home in Lanfordshire.
Good evening, Jeremy.
And from Urkistan Foreign Minister Ivan Vodovich.
It's a great pleasure. Miss Wolf, you're like...
And from Svenland, Minister of Mojo, Björk.
Hey, everybody.
Minister Vodovich, your country pushed especially hard for these sanctions. Any regrets?
My only regret is I was not able to see the face of my old friend Peter Clements when the results of the vote were announced. As you say, he has one up in your bottoms.
In Svenland, we try not to gloat, actually, because it's seen as really ugly and dangerous to some small creatures, yeah?
Oh, don't worry, Minister. Ivan and I go way back. He's a wind-up merchant who can't put for shite.
Pete,
He's just trying to get a rise out of me.
You're like a man who loads dissidents onto train to labor camp. Not because of love of country, but to make up for the size of his tiny penis.
Whoa!
No more than you. I see you on election night with mouth like man thinks he's singing beautiful lullaby. But actually he's squealing like a pig in hands of Randy Big Dick Farmer.
Actually, we Svenlandians, we aren't size obsessed. We value passion, yeah? Like the way we spoke up for Mr. Clements' country at the World Council.
That's all well and good. And high and mighty, but where were you for the actual vote, then? Our finger in each other's fjords?
Actually, that's kind of racist. And if you must know, I've had like a really tiring afternoon and my tongue is very thought.
Prime Minister, with Advance's popularity on the wane...
You don't have to bring that up at every given opportunity, you know.
Peter is like man who think he's sniffing flowers in beautiful glade. But he's actually standing under outflow pipe from shit factory at shit flushing time on day of village festival of shit. I tell him this at 19th hole.
Minister Vodovich believes that left to their own devices, people will behave selfishly.
It's nature of all beasts.
However, in this country, we think our citizens are capable of being more than beasts.
Pathetic idealism.
Minister Björk, Svenland has long had radically different traditions and culture from the rest of the world, and yet it peacefully coexists. Why do you think that is?
Well, you know, I think maybe the world sees us as something they can actually spiritually be enlightened to, yeah?
Yeah, or maybe it's the orgy houses.
Sometimes, when foreign dignitaries come to visit us, they're actually quite skeptical, actually. So we take them on a visit to the Dunga district and show them what like a progressive, enlightened society looks like, yeah?
Shit of bull. Svenland is like woman who thinks she makes best cake in village hot baking contest. And then when she slices it open, it's just full of piss and cum.
That's just really gross, actually.
Svenland is a teeny tiny country. With population smaller than number of people, Peter Clements is sex with his teeny tiny penis.
It's not all about size, actually.
Yes, that's what Peter Clements always claimed.
I'm talking about population size.
And I'm talking about Peter Clements' teeny tiny...
Oh, fuck off, Ivan!
Oh, Prime Minister, please.
It's so easy to sit on your pile of money and gloat, isn't it, pal? You're a shite leader. A fucking god-awful golfer. And quite frankly, as my old man used to say, you're a bit of a cunt.
Prime Minister, please.
It's you who is cunt.
Minister Vodovich, please.
You people are fucking starving, pal.
We will see how well fed your people are when the sanctions start to bite.
I'm trying.
You think your man like big, scary wolf persons terrorizing village. when actually a pathetic goose person searching puddle for tiny dropped-off penis.
Why are you so obsessed about small cocks, mate?
In Finland, we believe like the size of your penis isn't as important as the love it contains, yeah?
Oh, fuck off, yeah.
Okay, if everybody could just calm down.
You're so smug on golf course. They are like man who fuck pig and somehow give her birth to a beautiful lady girl. But now you start to see, yes? The people never happy. It's never enough.
It's certainly true that Advance's popularity
It's on the fucking wane. Yeah, let's go with this bollocks again, shall we? Actually, you know what? Nah, fuck this. I'm done with this.
Prime Minister, please don't storm out.
No. I have had enough of you, Mr. Jeremy Donaldson, and your snide aside. You think you could make a better job of things, do ya? Because it's not that fucking easy, let me tell ya. Your channel is a fucking disgrace. You insinuate and edit against us and pick your head.
Shut up, bitch.
You don't trust us. The sooner you roaring monsters are taken into public ownership, the happier everyone in this country will be.
Well, we've not got long until the adverts, so...
Look, I'm sorry for the outburst, Miss Wolf. Julia thinks very highly of you, and I know you're not the one making the editorial decision.
Fuck you!
Anything you wish to add about the sanctions?
My work here is done. I like man who happy he lie down with fatty, drunk, easy girl from village inn, who discover in morning he wake up next to beautiful news reporter lady.
You know, I think it would be a terrible shame, yeah, if the people of your country were to suffer because of teenage grudges and personal rivalries, yeah.
Thank you. Prime Minister?
This country, this wonderful, civilized, creative, inventive country, we're not scared of these sanctions. There's no wolves at our door, only the best of people striving to help out. So no, Ivan, we're not afraid. In fact, I doubt we'll lose a wink of sleep because we're strong and we're well resourced and we don't back down to bullies.
And on that note, we have to wrap up.
Ministers, Prime Minister, thank you for joining us.
We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back.
Peter, you're so easy. So many buttons to push.
Piss off, Ivan.
Well, I see you at Grange this weekend.
No, I've got meetings. Some tossers impose sanctions on the country.
Well, shit.
I mean, wow.
So that happened? Roaring monsters.
Public ownership?
You two are like a couple who think you are king and queen of village when actually you are just puppets on a string of evil shitty hand puppet.
No government censorship. Should show up in blue.
Huh?
Same as regular censoring. Keep an eye out for the advanced blue waveform.
Blue? D? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god.
I'm still meant to bow. Foreign royalty.
What?
Should I just like curtsy?
Fucking
Hang on. Have you given you the Crown Prince report?
What?
I made like 2 mistakes! 2 small mistakes!
Yo, thanks for having me on your show, man.
It's quite alright.
Yo, just a quick one. You're not going to ask me about the chimp, are you?
Live in 10 seconds.
Because he put that get up on himself. I'm just saying.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. I'm Megan Wolf. Later, we have an exclusive first look at a theatrical sensation everyone's going to be talking about. But
Guys, my
first,
boss wants me to
time go to the
fucking...
spot with lovely old Jeremy Donaldson, who's joined by a very special guest. Jeremy.
I think I'm a pro-government
I
now.
have the honour and privilege of being joined by hip-hop royalty. He's been called the son of the streets and the father of truth. Not sure how that works, but whatever. Let's welcome Jesus!
Thanks, Jeremy. Yeah, it's a real honour to be here on your show, The News. You know, as a kid on the streets, I used to watch you through a window of the shop, so to be here right now is crazy.
You've had quite the journey to be here today. Can you tell us about it?
Well, you know, I try not to Well, you know, the past is the past, and I don't like to dwell on it.
I understand.
But yeah, man, the streets is all I remember. Like, my mother donated me to a charity shop soon after I was born. Elderly lady took pity on me. You know, she let me sleep on a pile of crime fiction until I taught myself how to walk.
Okay.
Wow, that's quite the childhood.
And she died, died tragically. Right there in my arms, man. You know, I remember a tear falling as she laid there next to the used homeware. And in that moment, I became a child of the streets. I was just 18 months old.
What a tale. What a tale. You're known for your direct and honest lyrics. Was your style informed by your troubled past?
Oh, like I said, I try not to talk about it. It's just too hard.
Of course.
But my first album is about the story of the first 4 times I stole, so I wouldn't starve. A small group of infants came to see me as their de facto leader. They call me Mr. Cheese Slice. Anyway, we were like a family.
So it would seem. Recently, you've been quite outspoken about the government.
Yeah, fuck the government. Fuck Advance. Fuck Peter Clement.
What is it that you object to so vehemently?
Well, you know, they stole from us. They're taking our money and spending it, man.
Redistributing it. Actually, homelessness has been all but eliminated in the last couple of months.
So?
Surely that's a cause close to your heart?
Yeah. Nah, of course, man. Very much so. I just mean, like, why do I have to pay for it, you know?
You don't. People have been rehoused on property seized from the historically wealthy. And that couldn't have been you, could it?
Look, yeah. I worked hard to be here. I built this from nothing, and I deserve to be rewarded for that.
Would you say you worked harder than, say, a farmer or a care worker?
I don't know. But if people are taking something from my music, choose to value it, buy it, who's to say I don't? And no one can take that away from me.
Not even to help, say, vulnerable children? Mr. Cheese Slice.
What is it you're trying to say?
I just don't understand where you've placed yourself politically. I mean, is it ideological or is it tactical?
Well, it's more of a...
Or maybe it's hereditary.
Stop trying to tie me in knots with your words, Jeremy. I let the music speak for itself. And the people agree with me.
Well, that remains to be seen. But you have given me a very easy segue out of a conversation that I promise you was much more painful for me than it was for you. So here he is with his hit song, Mrs. Ludlow's Tears.
Oh, no. I'm going to do something a little different. It's a new single I've been working on.
Oh, so this is unapproved, is it?
Yeah. You love it.
Excellent. Don't worry, we've got a state-of-the-art censorship system. What's the worst that could happen? So here he is with a new song. Aren't we lucky? It's Jesus!
First, you're gonna pay up. You're gonna pay back.
Well, we're all different races from many different places. At any given moment, only one could be the greatest. So you can feel elation from your participation. Still 2 leaders in this motherfucking nation. Now we're getting...
Oh, fuck, I've got to censor.
Talking about expansion. Why does Julie require a massive fucking mansion? So fuck all your schemes. I don't need your freaky team. And I don't need your help to achieve my fucking dreams.
Shit! Do it now.
So don't make a fuss when you find you're one of us. Yeah, every single one of you's a bit Jesus. And you can call me crazy, cause no one ever pays me. But I won't waste a lifetime being motherfucking lazy. I may be inventive, my taste may be expensive. But why would I get out of bed with no fucking incentive? Although it's contravention of your obvious intention. I like to eat a little of the fruits in my invention. You make us the same, but we're not all the same. All our dreams, all our schemes, all our means are not the same. The best of the praise, of the crest of the wave. Cause we're only equal people when we're motherfucking slaves. Take this fact, gonna stain it red. Gonna slam it into Peter Clement's motherfucking head. Cause he's thick as shit, he's got a job he's unfit for. It's time to spawn a country with a motherfucking pitchfork. So this is for the snubs, ones the push and the shove, ones the folks that feel the burden of their motherfucking loved ones. Ones who had plenty like a motherfucking Bentley. The ones who now finding out their bank accounts are empty. The ones of aspiration who had to flee a nation. The ones who built a business out of dreams of perspiration. There's all sorts of people, the good and the evil. It only takes a glance to see we're not all equal. You make us the same, but we're not all the same. All our dreams, all our schemes, all our means are not the same. And the best of the praise serve the press of the ways. Cause we're only equal people when we're motherfucking slaves. Gonna take this fact, gonna stain it red. Gonna slam it into Peter Clemens' motherfucking head. Cause he's thick as shit, he's got a job he's unfit for. Time to fill the castle with a motherfucking pitchfork. Get out of your seats, get your asses in the streets. Set a fire in the building, let them feel some fucking heat. Say you hate to go getters, you're squilling bed letters and burn them on the powers of advances fucking letters. Gonna take this fact, gonna stain it red, gonna slam it into Peter Clemens' motherfucking head, cause he's fake.
Almost missed it, almost.
He's unfitful, time to steal the castle with a motherfucking pitchfork. Chase that dream, you don't need a fucking team, and advances little dances aren't as harmless as it seems, cause they're
Jesus! Oh my god. Whoa! Fuck you.
Jesus there with his new song. Thank you so much for joining us in the studio. I'm sorry. I may not agree with you, but I'd just like to offer you an apology. I've just been told that there was some kind of issue upstairs.
Shut up.
An attempt was made to censor some of your lyrics.
What? Are you joking?
I just like
He's doing this on purpose, by the way.
This was a mistake.
This is absolutely ridiculous. I cannot believe this.
Here at the National Nightly News, we pride ourselves on remaining neutral, unbiased, and independent of any outside interference. You have my word. We will never censor ideas. Back to you, Megan.
I did it, though.
A bit of dangerous language there, sorry about that. Well, thank you to little Jeremy Donaldson for providing our culture spot. Coming up,
Corpo!
familiar faces about their upcoming dramatic outing. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Wait, what? Ah!
Jenny, this is fucking outrageous!
Thank you so much.
No, this is ridiculous.
I did hits! What?
My father's going to hear about this.
I understand.
What? What did he say?
This is unbelievable, Megan.
I don't know what you're talking about, Jeremy.
Because what happened, man? What happened? I hit the fucking button! Man! You will lose all save progress? You sure you wanna retry? I kinda do! What? Man, I did a good job, man. Holy man! I'll play it once. The fuck, man? The fuck? What should we do? I'll play that game. I'll play it. I'll play. That thing hits my, it hurts my scores too hard, so I'll play it again.
This is important. New government censorship should show up in blue. Same as regular censoring. Keep an eye out for the advanced blue waveform.
Are you still meant to bow to foreign royalty?
What?
Should I just like curtsy?
Hang on. Have they given you the Crown Prince report?
What?
Megan?
This is Jeremy, and he'll be interviewing you.
Oh.
Yo, thanks for having me on your show, man.
It's quite alright.
Yo, just a quick one. You're not going to ask me about the chimp, are you?
Live in 10 seconds.
See, put that get up on himself. I'm just saying.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
welcome back. I'm Megan Wolf. Later, we have an exclusive first look at a theatrical sensation everyone's going to be talking about. But first, it's time to go over to the culture spot with lovely old Jeremy Donaldson, who's joined by a very special guest. Jeremy.
Thanks, Megan. I have the honour and privilege of being joined by hip-hop royalty. He's been called the son of the streets and the father of truth. Not sure how that works, but whatever. Let's welcome Jesus.
Thanks, Jeremy. Yeah, it's a real honour to be here on your show, The News. You know, as a kid on the streets, I used to watch you through a window of the shop, so to be here right now is crazy.
You've had quite the journey to be here today. Can you tell us about it?
Well, you know, I try not to, well, you know, the past is the past, and I don't like to dwell on it.
I understand.
But yeah, man, the streets is all I remember. Like, my mother donated me to a charity shop soon after I was born. Elderly lady took pity on me. You know, she let me sleep on a pile of crime fiction until I taught myself how to walk.
Wow, that's quite the childhood.
And she died tragically. Right there in my arms, man. You know, I remember a tear falling as she laid there next to the used homeware. And in that moment, I became a child of the streets. I was just 18 months old.
What a tale. What a tale. You're known for your direct and honest lyrics. Was your style informed by your troubled past?
Oh, like I said, I try not to talk about it. It's just too hard.
Of course.
But my first album is about the story of the first 4 times I stole, so I wouldn't starve. A small group of infants came to see me as their de facto leader. They call me Mr. Cheese Slice. Anyway, we were like a family.
So it would seem. Recently, you've been quite outspoken about the government.
Yeah, fuck the government. Fuck a dog.
Whoa!
Fuck
what is it that you object to so vehemently?
Well, you know, they stole from us. They're taking our money and spending it, man.
Redistributing it. Actually, homelessness has been all but eliminated in the last couple of months.
So?
Surely that's a cause close to your heart?
Yeah. Nah, of course, man. Very much so. I just mean, like, why do I have to pay for it, you know?
You don't. People have been rehoused on property seized from the historically wealthy. And that couldn't have been you, could it?
Look, yeah. I worked hard to be here. I built this from nothing, and I deserve to be rewarded for that.
Would you say you worked harder than, say, a farmer or a care worker?
I don't know. But if people are taking something from my music, choose to value it, buy it, who's to say I don't? And no one can take that away from me.
Not even to help, say, vulnerable children? Mr. Cheese Slice.
What is it you're trying to say?
I just don't understand where you've placed yourself politically. I mean, is it ideological or is it tactical?
Well, it's more of
or
like...
maybe it's hereditary.
Stop trying to tie me in knots with your words, Jeremy. I let the music speak for itself. And the people agree with me.
Well, that remains to be seen. But you have given me a very easy segue out of a conversation that I promise you was much more painful for me than it was for you.
Actually, we do. Not censor the song.
With his hit song, Mrs. Ludlow's Tears.
Oh, no. I'm going to do something a little different. It's a new single I've been working on.
Oh, so this is unapproved, is it?
Yeah. You love it.
Excellent.
Okay.
Don't worry, we've got a state-of-the-art censorship system. What's the worst that could happen? So here he is with a new song. Aren't we lucky? It's Jesus!
First, you're gonna pay up. You're gonna pay back.
Well, we're all different races from many different places. At any given moment, only one could be the greatest. So you can feel the elation from your participation. Still 2 leaders in this motherfucking nation. Now we're getting sanctioned, talking about expansion. Why does Julius require a massive fucking mansion? So fuck all your schemes. I don't need your freaky team, and I don't need your help to achieve my fucking dreams. So don't make a fuss when you find you're one of us. Get every single one of you's a bit Jesus. And you can call me crazy, cause no one ever pays me. But I won't waste a lifetime being motherfucking lazy. I may be inventive, my taste may be expensive, but why would I get out of bed with no fucking incentive? Although it's contravention of your obvious intention, I like to eat a little of the fruits in my invention. You make us the same, but we're not all the same. All our dreams, all our schemes, all our means are not the same. The best of the praise, of the crest of the wave, cause we're only equal people when we're motherfucking slaves. Take this fact, gonna stain it red, gonna slam it into Peter Clemens' motherfucking head, cause he's thick as shit, he's got a job he's unfit for. It's time to storm the castle with a motherfucking pitchfork. So this is for the snuff ones, the push and the shove ones, the folks who feel the burden of their motherfucking loved ones. Ones who had plenty like a motherfucking Bentley. The ones who now finding that their bank accounts are empty. The ones of aspiration who had to flee a nation. The ones who built a business out of dreams of perspiration. There's all sorts of people, the good and the evil. It only takes a glance to see we're not all equal. You make us the same, but we're not all the same. All our dreams, all our schemes, all our means are not the same. And the best of the praise, of the crest of the ways, cause we're only equal people when we're motherfucking slaves. Gonna take this fact, gonna stain it red, gonna slam it into Peter Clemens' motherfucking head, cause he's thick as shit, he's got a job he's unfit for.
Shut up!
Get out of your seats, get your asses in the streets, set a fire in the building, let them feel some fucking heat. Say you hate to go getters, no squilling bet letters, and burn them on the powers of advanced fucking letters. Gonna take this fact, gonna stain it red, gonna slam it into Peter Clemens' motherfucking head, cause he's thick as shit, he's got a job he's unfit for. Time to storm the castle with a motherfucking pitchfork. Chase that dream, you don't need a fucking team, and advance his little dances aren't as harmless as it seems, cause they're stale and corrupt, then you're angry or wrong, then your hearts and your minds and your fists to destruct.
Let's see what's gonna happen now.
Jesus there with his new song. Thank you so much for joining us in the studio. I'm sorry. I may not agree with you, but I'd just like to offer you an apology.
Are you kidding me?
There was some kind of issue upstairs, and an attempt was made to censor some of your lyrics.
What? Are you joking?
I'd just like to say to you and everyone at home that this was a mistake.
This is absolutely ridiculous. I cannot believe it.
Guys, come on, man.
News, we pride ourselves on remaining neutral, unbiased, and independent of any outside interference. You have my word. We will never censor ideas. Back to you, Megan.
Well, a bit of dangerous language there, sorry about that. Well, thank you to little Jeremy Donaldson for providing our culture spot. Coming up, we'll be speaking to a couple of
Are you kidding me?
about their upcoming dramatic outing. Don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
That's the ad.
Just a reminder, fixing that old VCR.
No, this is ridiculous. Who's up on
Last ad break.
This is just a mix-up, I'm sure. Now, if you come with me, I really do have to ask
Oh,
you to
trust me.
leave it.
My father's going to hear about this.
I understand. This is unbelievable, Megan.
I don't know what you're talking about, Jeremy.
Wait, hold up. A+, hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. A, I guess. Cool. I told you guys, like, you gotta fucking hit the ads in time.
Look at him.
If we could just get you in position.
Oh, say no more. Say no more.
Megan, Jeremy, you remember Mr. Algebra?
Vividly.
And Mr. Harris, and this is Ms. Raiden.
What?
Philippa, please.
We're back together again, eh? Who'd have thought it?
Perhaps a lower order demon.
Yes, it is awfully exciting, isn't it?
Right, okay then. We're going live in 10 seconds, opening on camera 1.
Sorry. Cheers.
5, 4.
What the fuck was that?
Welcome Welcome back, and no, you're not mistaken. Sitting across from us are some very familiar faces.
You really are too kind, Megan. It was only a yogurt commercial, but I'm still proud of it.
Here to talk about his new show, we're joined by national treasure Tommy Harris, the National Theatre's Philippa Rayton, and National Deficit Jeff Algebra.
It's so lovely to have you all. Tommy, would you like to tell us about the show?
You know what? I'd bloody love to. It's about me. It's about my life.
And where did the idea come from?
So, right, picture this. Their legs akimbo, mid-session, sweat is pouring out of me like an immense hog. And then Cindy comes in, she says, Pete's on the phone.
That's Peter Clement, the Prime Minister.
Yeah, Pete's actually a really good mate of mine.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, no, he comes to the training sometimes. He's actually a pretty good goal sweeper. Anyway, so, yeah, Pete, he says, Toby, he thinks my name's Toby, see? He says, how would you like to spread your message of team spirit and cooperation across this fractured nation? How would you like to really make a difference in these desperate times?
What did you say?
Yeah, right, yeah.
So, Jeff, the question on everyone's lips is, what in God's name are you doing here?
Well, after the success of my debut work and all the people that I've touched, I knew that I had a career in theatre. Yeah? I've always been an admirer of Tommy from afar. So when my manager phoned and said that I'd been offered the gig as director, I was ecstatic. I whipped my trousers off and got straight to work.
Why did you do that?
I do all my best work with my trousers off.
Yeah, I've been told that too.
No, I wouldn't say so.
Right, Tommy, sorry, would you just give us a sense of what the show is actually about?
It's about how hard it's been for me and some of the struggles that I've faced. It's like really getting to the heart of how tough it is to be me. I call it Tommy Harris.
Sorry, guys.
Jesus, that was hard.
Catchy. We actually have some clips of the process of the show. Would you mind telling us what's going on here?
Yes,
it's not going good so far.
It's built around two things that are very important to me. It mixes scenes from my life.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna replay. I'm gonna replay. We made mistakes. More than once. It wasn't good. Gonna hurt our score. Yeah. I'm guessing from the Cool.
Just a reminder, fixing that old VCR. Pop in a new tape. Last ad break.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, shut up, stop it.
Look at him.
If we could just get you in position.
Oh, say no more. Say no more.
Megan, Jeremy, you remember Mr. Algebra?
Vividly.
And Mr. Harris, and this is Ms. Raiden.
Right.
Philippa, please.
We're back together again, eh? Who'd have thought it?
Perhaps a lower order demon.
Yes, it is awfully exciting, isn't it?
Right, okay then. We're going live in 10 seconds, opening on camera 1.
Sorry.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back, and no, you're not mistaken. Sitting across from us are some very familiar faces.
You really are too kind, Megan. It was only a yogurt commercial, but I'm still proud of it.
Here to talk about his new show, we're joined by national treasure Tommy Harris, the National Theatre's Philippa Rayton, and National Deficit Jeff Algebra.
It's so lovely to have you all. Tommy, would you like to tell us about the show?
You know what? I'd bloody love to. It's about me. It's about my life.
And where did the idea come from?
So, right, picture this. Their legs akimbo, mid-session, sweat is pouring out of me like an immense hog. And then Cindy comes in, she says, Pete's on the phone.
That's Peter Clement, the Prime Minister.
Yeah, Pete's actually a really good mate of mine.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, no, he comes to the training sometimes. He's actually a pretty good goal sweeper. Anyway, so, yeah, Pete, he says, Toby, he thinks my name's Toby, see? He says, how would you like to spread your message of team spirit and cooperation across this fractured nation? How would you like to really make a difference in these desperate times?
What did you say?
Yeah, right, yeah.
So, Jeff, the question on everyone's lips is, what in God's name are you doing here?
Well, After the success of my debut work and all the people that I've touched, I knew that I had a career in theatre. Yeah? I've always been an admirer of Tommy from afar. So when my manager phoned and said that I'd been offered the gig as director, I was ecstatic. I whipped my trousers off and got straight to work.
Why did you do that?
I do all my best work with my trousers off.
Yeah, I've been told that too.
No, I wouldn't say so. Right, Tommy, sorry, would you just give us a sense of what the show is actually about?
It's about how hard it's been for me and some of the struggles that I've faced. It's like really getting to the heart of how tough it is to be me. I call it Tommy Harris. Jesus, that was hard.
Catchy. We actually have some clips of the process of the show. Would you mind telling us what's going on here?
Yeah, so the show is built around two things that are very important to me. It mixes scenes from my life as well as epic fantasy retellings of scenes from my life.
But Dad, you promised you'd come to my graduation.
I'm sorry, son. You're an embarrassment.
But Dad, you promised you'd come to my graduation.
Back, demon! Back to the hells!
Wow. Philippa, what's it been like co-starring with Tommy Harris? I've always dreamed of treading the boards at medium-scale regional theatres, Megan. And for once, this show really gives me something to sink my teeth into. What's different about this show, then? Tommy, Mr. Harris's show really lets me show my tremendous range as an actor. I've always suffered from typecasting, forced to play the same tired characters in every god-awful yogurt advert or godforsaken soap opera or, God forbid, a pantomime. But, you know, this show has really let me just go there.
Jeff, the viewers at home will be dying to know exactly what is it that you bring to the show?
Oh, good question. I think these guys would agree with me when I say that it's my steady hand on the tiller, my arm round the shoulder approach that's really brought the production from strength to strength.
Absolutely right. Jeff's contributions are immeasurable. He was our rock. Can you give us a sneak peek of anything else that might be in the show?
Yeah, all sorts, yeah.
We've got lots of exclusive first-hand
Oh, hell yeah.
experiences of Tommy's time in the underground sports board scene.
And some epic fantasy retellings of Tommy's time in the underground
Hell
sports
yeah.
board scene.
You'll never take the secret.
And am I right in saying this was officially commissioned by the government?
Yeah, all paid for by the taxpayer, which, you know, to be honest...
She's good.
Lifesaver, really.
I think it's fair to say that without Advance's support, we'd have had to cut the finale.
Which, frankly, would have been a travesty.
Oh, God, Jesus Christ!
Goodness, and you do this every night?
Absolutely. It's a metaphor.
What?
Death.
And the public are footing the bill, are they?
Too bloody right they are. Between the cost of my tour bus and the dry cleaning of my ties, I'm barely scraping a profit here.
Amazing. And where can the folks at home come and see this for themselves? We're performing all over the nation. And people can see it for absolutely free, all courtesy of Advance. Isn't that incredible, Jeremy?
Yes, it's unbelievable, Megan.
Well, thank you all so much for coming. Next time we see you, no doubt you'll have taken our jobs.
Yeah.
That's all we have time for tonight. Join us tomorrow when I'll be the world's most attractive horse. I'm Jeremy Donson.
And I'm Megan Wolfe. And from all of us here, have a peaceful night.
Okay, that was
That's
good.
the ads. Let's get reset for tomorrow, please.
Hey, we must stop bumping into each other like this, eh?
Segment grade B, I'll take it. I mean, it wasn't that bad. Come on, dude. Alright, let's go. A+, yay! Cool, man. All offensive words were censored. An interference-free show. Poor edit. Fuck you. Advance angered by content. Fuck them. I tried not to censor the song actually. Your full wages! Yay! Not worrying every day, cool. This is Crazy Deal, right? Deal. What was RS? Forgot. I don't know them, and PC, I don't know. What is PC? Oh, these are the... But this is not the company you can have a share in, right? Okay. I still have my job, that's good. That's good. It's AdWords time! Let's go. Silence. Here we go.
Hi, it's Crazy Neil here. I'm the druid, the truly fluid, because I've got a solstice with the mostness. So come on down to Crazy Neil's for a crazy midsummer deal. Come down and buy some patio furniture, some garden furniture, patio furniture with some garden furniture next to it on the garden next to the patio. We've got garden furniture that looks like a cello, garden furniture that looks like a car, garden furniture that looks like garden furniture. Come on down for a crazy midsummer deal. We've got all sorts of stuff in the garden. We got fish, we got flowers, we've got dishes, we've got sacks, we've got garden plants, we've got garden ponds, we've got fronds. If you want an elephant, you can take it away in a wheelbarrow. You want it, we've got it. We've got bird baths, we got duck baths, we've got fire pits, we got a whole mess.
He's selling animals now.
This is a crazy deal from a crazy midsummer deal. Gnome from gnome, home from home. We got more than 7 gnomes, because we've got men with trombones. We've got reclining giants. We've got crazy garden gnomes with glasses. What's all that about? If you've got a loved one and you want them buried in your back garden, come on down to Crazy Deal, because we've got a headstone for you. And guess what? It's 50% off engraving. I'm not even making a profit. I'm making a loss. Get on out to the Crazy Neil Deal Summer Deal Show. Yeah!
Yeah. Art Master.
Hi, I'm Sophia Remington, CEO of Remington's Fist, and I'm so excited to be able to tell you about our newest product. Everybody loves flowers. After all, from holding your house up to keeping your bills down, there really seems to be no limit to their uses. But there is a problem.
Remington's Fist. Remington.
Hey, Brad, I brought you some new flowers. Hey, what's up? You seem sad, Brad.
You know I love working with flowers, Janet, but sometimes they can be a bit fiddly to get in place.
Oh, that sounds bad, Brad. There has to be a better way. And now there is. This bad boy is the Flowered-Master 5000. Don't worry, the safety catch is on. Otherwise, it could quite literally take out a rib. Just point it at the target, set the 15 dials, and pull the trigger, and it'll punch a flowered right through the goddamn wall. So, whether you're engineering a rescue craft, a bit of home improvement, or just helping your kids out with their homework, if you can't get by without flowereds, you need the Flowered-Master 5000. Thank goodness it's available in all reputable stores.
So the CO cheap, right? I believe that's. All right, government propaganda. Let's go.
Here at Advance, we know you're worried about the future. This territory is changing fast, and that makes other countries uncomfortable. But that won't stop us. And we intend to make sure that in these challenging times, every citizen gets their fair share of the abundant, nutritious food we grow right here in the territory. Your entitlements book will be coming to you by post in the next few days, and it will let you claim enough food for the week every week at one of our many new distribution centres. Everyone will get their fair share, and no one will be
Communism, yay!
So you can carry on coming together to enjoy life and make wonderful memories. Because we've shown our international friends what's possible when we all pool our resources and come together in a sense of team spirit. So don't worry about what the rest of the world thinks. Save your concern for those around you, your family, friends and neighbours, and have confidence that the team will keep you safe from all the rest. Advance. Let's keep on setting a shining example together.
Tired of dull and lifeless hair? Fed up of dry and brittle split ends? Then say hello to Acide Gastrique. Acide Gastrique. Provitamin formula is a deep fortifying, intensive treatment that repairs and protects hair for irresistible shine. Only Acide Gastrique contains an organic blend of ingredients that penetrate deep into your hair, breaking down citrulline and...
Guys, I think something's wrong with her face.
Acide Gastrique nourishes from root to tip for 8 times the strength of other brands. 6 out of 10 shampooists recommend it. Acide Gastrique. The intensive formula acts fast, repairing damage.
Her hair will fall off next time.
And strengthening strands for hair that's truly metaphor for hair strength.
Oh.
Rapid repair and protect, deep and nourishing, intensely strengthening Pro V formula, the irresistible, healthy-looking great hair days that make you say, "Look at my hair." Look at my hair. Acide Gastrique, because you have to.
Yeah. Board game. I can hear it.
It's the sound of a real sports board game action in a sports board game.
Oh, this is an imaginary sport.
Compete in the trivia round.
Dad, in non-Euclidean geometry, which type of surface has constant negative...
They made a board game out of it. Nice.
Correct. It's a leap year. Catch the egg. Name that fish. Kick the bucket. Is that? Yes. It's the boys' noise. Oh, you know what that means. Put on the shame hat, and that's right. We win your kids. Sorry, they're off now. Forget those tired old board games. The sports board game is the only game your family is going to want to play.
Okay, dude. Okay, let's go. Go on. I was eating. Okay. It's a lazy Sunday afternoon in summer with you and Sam making the most of both kids being out of the house. You bang your head coming out of the cupboard with the last 2 slices of homemade cake. It used to be much easier when you could store things in the pantry. It's a rare for you and Sam to actually get to finish sweet things in this house, and you savor every moment. Just as you take your last bite, you hear the sound of the front door slamming. That will be Charlie back from the Go-Getters. You can hear him practically running to come find you, and he's grinning from ear to ear when he finally does. I have some really big news! You and Sam play along, sitting attentively with bated breath. Ready? Charlie asks as you both nod enthusiastically. With a flourish, he reveals a new badge from his pocket and proudly presents it to you both to examine as he announces, "As of today, I'm a member of the first year of Cohesion Cadets. There's way more stuff I'm gonna be doing, and I'll be working some weekends, but it's really cool." Alright, Sam congratulates Charlie as you can't help but frown. This seems a big step up for teenagers. I don't support the government, guys. So maybe I will. What's happening? Shopping. Something that always seemed so tedious before the sanctions has become even more of a chore now. You managed to get almost everything you needed for the family this evening, but you'll have to come back tomorrow to get through the week. There's a queue to leave the car park, though it's hard to make out why in the dark. Hopefully whatever is causing it won't be on. As the final car in the front of you drives off, you realize the queue is actually due to checkpoints set up at the exit. A friendly-looking man in the advanced uniform, CCO, emblazoned in a number of places on it, approaches your car and knocks on the driver's side window. You roll it down. Good evening, nothing to worry about. I was just wondering if I could see your team membership card, please? Question mark. Weren't these cards supposed to be voluntary? I'm sorry, I don't have one. Oh, that's not a problem. We got the forms with us right here, and we're more than happy to sign you up. The man gestures to his colleague behind him, a young woman in a similar uniform. She clearly received the short end of the stick, and she's stuck with the paperwork. I thought these cards weren't required. Well, strictly speaking they're not, but there's also lots of benefits to having them and no reason not to get one. His smile fades a bit, but when he puts a hand up to scratch the back of his neck for a moment, he leans over you, his presence now seeming a little intimidating. No thanks, it's not something I want right now. Almost instantly, the friendly demeanor is gone and his expression is one of the stern disapproval. Well, obviously I can make you sign up, but I will strongly recommend you do, and soon. We wouldn't want people to think you had nothing to hide, would we? Question mark. He takes a step back and gestures for you to drive on. You sure you see him writing something down in your rear view mirror as you head home somewhat more hurriedly than before. Clearly, Advance are very keen on everyone joining the team. Yes, nothing's wrong. Don't worry, nothing's wrong, guys. This part of the game remind me those porn games. Not that I play them. Guys, I'm not playing porn games, don't worry. It's a Saturday, one of your few days off. You have made the most of it, but as late afternoon draws on, the invitation sits pinned to the fridge, staring accusingly at you. The Channel 1 Gala is a mandatory work event. Bozeman was very quick to tell you. Also, don't you dare be late! I hate this shit. I hate it. So... I don't want to be poor. I'm a corpo guy, so... Oh! Hey, what? You're the Mr. Anniversary this year, you're not giving up another Saturday. My family. Yeah. Bozeman's certainly not going to be happy, but then Bozeman wouldn't be happy if he was made king the same day he won the lottery. But that's not your problem, not right now anyway. You're entitled to your time off and you're damn well going to make the most of it. Consequences will be Monday's problem! Okay. My boss hates me. Okay, I'm waiting. Heat wave. Someone gonna call me again? Wonder. Fuck you, Bozeman.
I'm sweating like Peter Clement in an off-licence here.
Okay, we're working on it.
What, you've got someone to hose down the sun, have you?
Yes, they've just strapped on their wax wings.
Classical illusions are no substitute for air conditioning.
You know, I genuinely thought you'd be in a better mood today. She's not even here.
Yes, but he is. Our gun-toting handler.
Who, Andy?
I don't know what the fuck his name is, do I?
He's here to keep us safe from people like Disrupt.
More like keep us in line. I hate guns. Give me the willies.
10 seconds, everybody.
So, we've got any actual real news tonight?
I didn't do the fucking ads.
Is that good enough for you? Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Siege mentality. The World Council today established a military blockade to enforce the unjust and punitive sanctions.
What is the difference?
Now entering their 10th week. In a statement from team headquarters a short time ago, Prime Minister Julia Salisbury issued a commanding response to this unprovoked escalation.
Ever since these illegal sanctions were imposed, we have gratefully relied upon trade and aid from our worldwide friends who, like us, refuse to recognize their legitimacy. Today's escalation, however, is nothing short of an act of war. We call upon our international allies to condemn this blockade absolutely, and we warn aggressors to this country that we are neither meek nor defenseless. Thank you.
Fall from grace. Once a celebrated role model in the world of sports, Johnny Hamsleys has fallen to new lows. After his failed TV comeback attempt, times seem to be hard for this former athlete who was photographed this week on the streets of the capital in what a former teammate called an unrecognisable state. It seems the faded footballing legend has resorted to panhandling to make ends meet, after losing his sizable fortune and any remaining public respect. One witness even claimed they'd seen Johnny with a sign stating, "We'll do kicks for ham." In it to win it. Exciting news from Advance today with the announcement of a new monthly prize draw for all team membership card holders.
Oh.
Every month, lucky winners from across the country will be picked at random to receive what Team HQ are describing as unique prizes worth more than money used to be. Take-up on the scheme has been much higher than expected, and if this lucky winner's delighted face is anything to go by, it looks like pretty soon everyone's going to have one. A bridge to Flard. After disappointing sales leave them with a massive Flard surplus, Remington's Fist have had to find a use for their overflowing stocks. After the decision to ramp up production was met with public outcry, Sophia Remington has let slip the future for the overflowing flock of failed Flards. Hoping to recapture the public's imagination, Remington's Fist have announced a luxury island getaway called Flard Festival, described as an immersive, luxury Flard experience on an island. This cryptic announcement has certainly raised eyebrows, with consumers asking questions like,
Oh, this is Flard.
And
I see.
did you say an island? Leaders shipping out. The trapped scientists undertaking a bold escape from Dante's taint have revealed which of their two erstwhile leaders will spearhead their journey to freedom. While throughout their careers it's been clear that Doctors Wong and Swarsborg and Horgensford have worked best together, it seems one of them is now going to be taking a back seat. Ingrid has always been the tempered coolant to David's flagellized metal, so it's no surprise that with the unexpected challenges the team have faced, they chose her methodical and effective approach to getting the team home safely. Critics, however, have speculated that her strategy may be delayed, as her name takes much longer to say. Life during wartime. As if we didn't have enough aggressors on our borders, internal problems are growing for the government as radical activist group Disrupt caused chaos in Parliament Park last night. Scuffles broke out after the protest, resulting in multiple arrests and the injury of 3 community cohesion officers. Advance have yet to comment. As grassroots support for the movement grows rapidly, especially in those areas Advance have not yet been able to fully regenerate, people across the country are starting to fear a return to the bad old days of inequality, division, and multiple television shows about buying houses. All this, and I'll be talking to some people with fascinating medical conditions, as well as one of the contenders in this year's Feline Football Championship, and her proud owner. That's all up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Oh God! Please, Ben. Please. What's happening? Hello?
But first tonight, our team
That was bad.
match to every
Game, fuck you.
with his unprecedented.
Holy shit. Oh my god, okay. How would you do this to me, game?
Have you?
Yes, they've just strapped on their wax wings.
Classical illusions are no substitute for air conditioning.
You know, I genuinely thought you'd be in a better mood today. She's not even here.
Yes, but he is. Our gun-toting handler.
Who, Andy?
I don't know what the fuck his name is, do I?
He's here to keep us safe from people like Disrupt.
More like keep us in line. I hate guns. Give me the willies.
What's this?
10 seconds, everybody.
So, we've got any actual real news tonight?
Well, the
One is gone, huh?
That good enough for you? Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Siege mentality. The today established a military...
No! Had to fucking click. Had to.
Down the sun, have you?
Yes, they've just strapped on their wax wings.
Classical illusions are no substitute for air conditioning.
You know, I genuinely thought you'd be in a better mood today. She's not even here.
Yes, but he is. Our gun-toting handler.
Who, Andy?
I don't know what the fuck his name is, do I?
He's here to keep us safe from people like Disrupt.
More like keep us in line. I hate guns. Give me the willies.
10 seconds, everybody.
So we've got any actual real news tonight?
Well, the world's on fire. That good enough for you? Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Siege mentality. The World Council today established a military blockade to enforce the unjust and punitive sanctions now entering their 10th week. In a statement from team headquarters a short time ago, Prime Minister Julia Salisbury issued a commanding response to this unprovoked escalation.
Ever since these illegal sanctions were imposed, we have gratefully relied upon trade and aid from our worldwide friends who, like us, refuse to recognise their legitimacy. Today's escalation, however, is nothing short of an act of war. We call upon our international allies to condemn this blockade absolutely, and we warn aggressors to this country that we are neither meek nor defenceless. Thank you.
Fall from grace. Once a celebrated role model in the world of sports, Johnny Hamsleys has fallen to new lows. After his failed TV comeback attempt, times seem to be hard for this former athlete who was photographed this week on the streets of the capital in what a former teammate called an unrecognisable state. The once-renowned football star has allegedly turned to a life of petty crime in order to fund his drinking problem. When our reporter approached him for a comment, he said, "Give me your wallet, Bannon, you ponce, and I'll take that effing camera as well, mate." In it to win it. Exciting news from Advance today with the announcement of a new monthly prize draw for all team membership card holders. Every month, lucky winners from across the country will be picked at random to receive what Team HQ are describing as unique prizes worth more than money used to be. Take-up on the scheme has been much higher than expected, and if this lucky winner's delighted face is anything to go by, it looks like pretty soon everyone's going to have one. A bridge to Flard. After disappointing sales leave them with a massive Flard surplus, Remington's Fist have had to find a use for their overflowing stocks. After the decision to ramp up production was met with public outcry, Sophia Remington has let slip the future for the overflowing flock of failed Flards. It seems there are now thousands upon thousands of shipping containers full of the formerly fashionable fabrications lying unused and unloved in warehouses around the country. An official spokesperson refuted this claim, saying many of the crates also contain corporate whistleblowers, endangered species, and long-lost priceless religious artifacts. Leaders shipping out. The trapped scientists undertaking a bold escape from Dante's taint have revealed which of their two erstwhile leaders will spearhead their journey to freedom. While throughout their careers it's been clear that Doctors Wong and Swarsborg and Horgansford have worked best together, it seems one of them is now going to be taking a back seat. Dr. Wong has always been the riskier of the pair, willing to push further and faster in the name of progress. We all remember his now infamous exploding chimp trial. Let's hope that getting the team home sooner doesn't mean they cut too many corners. Life during wartime. As if we didn't have enough aggressors on our borders, internal problems are growing for the government as radical activist group Disrupt caused chaos in Parliament Park last night. Scuffles broke out after the protests, resulting in multiple arrests and the injury of 3 community cohesion officers. Advance have yet to comment. The reckless fire will certainly be remembered by all those who have seen these striking images. As their actions escalate, people across the country are asking themselves, who are Disrupt and what exactly do they want? Other than a new box of matches, of course. All this, and I'll be talking to some people with fascinating medical conditions, as well as one of the contenders in this year's Feline Football Championship, and her proud owner. That's up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Are you kidding me?
But first tonight, our team of correspondents has been dispatched to every corner of the country to see how the people of this great nation of ours are coping with this unprecedented hot weather. First, let's go to Megan Wolfe in Shining on Sea to see what the scientific community has to say. Megan? How's the weather there?
It's absolutely glorious, Jeremy. Thank you for asking. I'm here with Dr. Anna Burns of the University of Princeford. Are you enjoying the weather as much as I am?
Oh, yes, it's wonderful, isn't it? My eyelids are sweating.
And you're part of a team carrying out a study into just what's causing this unbelievable heat. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct. Yes, we want to be able to reassure the public once and for all that there's absolutely nothing to worry about and that they can enjoy their sunstroke and fossil fuels in peace.
You sound very confident about that.
Oh, very much so. I can say without any hesitation, there's really no cause for any concern here. I've actually left my car running.
So tell us about...
Are you kidding me?
And we take all that and we feed it into this state-of-the-art computer, and very soon we'll be getting a high-tech readout of the results.
Blimey, that sounds so fancy.
None of this would be possible without the generous support of Remington's Fist. This is all thanks to their unrivaled investment in our future, and may I just say, complimentary personal anecdote. Oh, here we go.
Man, I didn't know.
And, as expected, everything is absolutely fucked. Hang on. This can't be right.
Right, but obviously you said a second ago that everything is absolutely fine, so...
Well, actually, under concern level, it just says, why, God, why?
We should be celebrating these wonderful results, I think. There we are.
We need to evolve gills within 40 years.
You look thirsty.
Here it just says, shit.
Look at you. This is meant to be a celebration. Can't go around looking like that.
Shit.
There you go. Much better. Can I just say thank you again to Sophia Remington for providing all of this.
Everyone, we don't have long. Time is running out.
It's running out. Absolutely right. That is all we have time for.
Abandon hope and return to the forest.
There you are. Enjoy that. I'd like to thank Dr. Burns for just one opinion on the climate.
The sea will reclaim...
Great.
I'm Megan Wolf, here with science. Back to you.
Megan Wolf there, attempting to do some actual news. Next, heads over to Robin Short, who's in Scritchford with some of the winners of this week's team membership lottery. Robin?
Thanks, Jeremy.
That was so
I'm
bad.
here in Scritchford with Gary Fell.
Jesus, Kenny.
Both of you were drawn at random from those who hold team membership cards to receive this week's amazing prize. How do you feel?
Filled with fervent euphoria.
Yeah, good, yeah.
And all that we had to do was fill in a quick form or two.
Wow, that sounds so convenient. But we're all dying to know, what have you won?
That's right, Robin. I've won dinner with Julius Salisbury at one of the capital's top restaurants.
Ooh, swanky.
And I've been invited to Peter Clement's house to help him dredge the gutter in.
That's absolutely terrific. You must both be over the moon.
I've written a poem about it.
So, can you tell me about the moment when you first heard the news?
Well, I was battling against a particularly difficult floater, probably one of the sixth formers, when the headmaster came and found me.
I was involved in a similarly brutal conflict with a particularly arduous stanza.
So you were both polishing turds?
No, I don't like to polish them. I like to keep them intact for my collection.
Oh. How unexpected.
I don't polish turds. I write poetry.
Potato, potato. So, Gary...
Do you think Peter Clement's going to let me keep the contents of his downpipe?
There's no harm in asking, I suppose.
Would you like to hear one?
No, thank you. Gary, when you signed up for team membership, was it in hopes of winning the lottery, or were there other reasons?
I like a flutter, of course, but no, the boss said I had to sign up to keep coming into school.
Very sensible. It's important to know who we're trusting around our children.
Oh, I have an unpublished book of sonnets about children. Perhaps you'd like to hear one.
No!
Or an anthology of haikus on the death of innocence.
I'd rather hear about Gary's turd collection.
Really? I thought you might say that.
Oh. Oh.
Are you all right?
Yes, it's coming. It's inspiration and it's delicious.
Right you are.
Today on the show there's no news, Just a man who keeps multiple poos.
Here,
No.
this big one's my favourite. See how it's fibrous, really lovely texture.
Would you encourage other people to enter for their chance to win?
If it's colour you're looking for, take a gander at old Blue Eyes here.
The national news lost its way when it covered some crap on a tray.
Some of these are quite rare.
Maybe that was unfair.
And that's all we have time for today. Back to you, Jeremy.
Thanks, Robin. What a lucky pair they are. And finally in this segment, it's over to Patrick Bannon, who's gone to the smelliest town in the country to see how the unprecedented weather is affecting the locals. Patrick?
Hello there, Jeremy. Hello, yes. I'm here live in Grizzleford, which was recently voted the smelliest town in the country. And I have to say that, you know, in this heat, the smell really is. I mean, it's something else.
Again.
Barry Lardons, mate, you've lived here your whole life. How'd you put up with the stink?
Well, we're just all very proud of our achievement, to be honest with you.
Can tell that, look at him, proud as punch.
Do you know what it's like, son, being the second smelliest town?
No, I don't.
Living in the shadow of Arseminster, those smug fucks. But who's laughing now, eh?
So what, not me, that's for sure. So what happened, mate?
Right, the good people from Remington's Fist came in and saved the day with their factory.
You're talking, of course, about the newly built Flard factory.
Yeah, they gave us this big presentation on jobs and growth. But as soon as we heard about the stench, we paid them whatever they wanted to put it here.
Does the stink not affect your life in every way, Barry? I mean, perhaps if you're filling in a tax return or completing the physical act of love.
It's strong at first, but you get used to it after several weeks of your first bout of sickness. The judges were very impressed.
So what's sickness?
Oh, that's nothing to worry about. It takes a few minutes before you develop any symptoms. Now, folk are saying something about the production line and how they dump carcasses directly into the water main, but I think it's probably the fume valves on the high street.
On the high street? Should I see a doctor? What are the symptoms?
Well, the first one is asking stupid questions. Then folk experience a lot of inhibition.
Of do they? When was the last time you brushed your teeth?
Oh, fuck!
And next recording is a period of randomly bursting into song, followed immediately by delusions of grandeur.
Oh, that's not really a problem, little song of my life.
Yeah.
Hello, it's sexy Patrick Bannon, and he's wearing sexy shorts now. Oh my God, look at me. I'm like a stallion. I'm gorgeous, why didn't you tell me? I should take my shirt off. You know what? I'll even let you touch me if you want.
That will be the bout of undeserved self-confidence.
Love the Bannon, feel the Bannon. Oh, mate, what's the point?
And the ennui. All that's left now are the hallucinations and unconsciousness.
Nana Dottie? Was that you? Why are you made out of elbows? You know I don't eat opinions.
Oh, don't worry, folks. Once he wakes up, he'll be just fine. We'll just find a place to stick him where it won't matter how many times he evacuates his bowels. Right, that's all here from Grizzleford, a town that's really making a stink. I'm Barry Lardons. Back to you, Jeremy.
Thanks, Barry. With a naval blockade being set up around our coastline as we speak, when we come back, I'll be talking to 3 members of the general public who appear to be here purely for medical reasons. Don't go away. Unless, of course, you've got something better to do.
What?
I'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back.
I didn't do it.
Keep your eyes and ears peeled for subversive talk. It would be nice if you could try not to undermine the station tonight. People are starting to notice.
What is yours?
I can't do this anymore.
There was no cassette here.
I've done something.
What do you mean? Jeremy?
My mic is still
live. D! Fuck you! Fuck you and your low score game. Not gonna replay.
That's
Did okay-ish.
Cat football? We We should be doing an interview with the War Minister or a report from Grantham Downs. Even the weather will be more fucking relevant than this.
Jeremy, please, just breathe. It's just something light to keep people's minds off things.
Exactly, which is wrong. People's minds should be very much on things. Christ, it's so fucking hot.
Please take your seats.
He's losing it, guys. What the hell?
I can't do this anymore, Jenny. I've had enough. That's it. This is just
10 seconds. Get over yourself, Jeremy. Why don't you stop feeling sorry for yourself for 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News with me, your host, Jeremy Donaldson. Later,
Where's Megan?
talking to the captain of the territory's first cat football team, Professor Pumpkin. But first, I'm joined by 3 guests with some balmy bodily behaviours. Joining me is a woman who's been hiccuping for over 9 months. Isn't that right, Miss Piercy?
Yes, that's right.
Yes. Tell us, what brought all this on?
Well, it's all a bit of a blur, Jeremy, to be totally frank with you. So I was watching your show and I remember seeing the news about the election and it hasn't stopped since.
Fascinating stuff. Also here is Frankie Steampipe. Perhaps you could explain to us exactly what your physiological foreboil is.
I'm here to say it's high time people like me were respected. We're constantly overlooked in the workplace, we're whispered about on buses, and we're asked politely to leave children's birthday parties. And it's disgusting.
Huh?
What?
I'm sorry, my bowels have comic timing.
And finally, I'm joined by a man who answers every question honestly, even when it isn't aimed at him. How do you cope with that, Mr. Truman?
With a combination of booze, self-hatred, and hardcore pornography.
Is that right?
Not according to my therapist.
Well, in that case, let's speak to Rose. Tell me, how does the hiccuping impact you?
I get shushed a lot, which is hard. At work, they've asked me to stop answering the phones. It's really affected my confidence.
Well, I find it really fucking irritating.
Do people tend to believe your story?
Fuck no.
Actually, I've been surprised at how much support I've received.
And Frankie, why have you come here today?
Because my wife left me and I was hoping that the fame would win her back.
We've started a group of people with ailments deemed broadly comical by society. It's called Take Us Seriously.
That's right. And we bloody well mean it.
And who's joined so far?
A bunch of fucking losers.
It's just us so far.
And how much success have you had?
Well, we've seen some real positive changes.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but it's been a runaway success.
Shit all. Not a single person come to our fun run. And all
Damn, that was close.
Well, Miss Piercy, some people are saying your condition was actually caused by the shocking events of that night. What do you think?
Come now, Mr. Donaldson, that's absolute rubbish.
What it'd be like to have a pair of tits.
Could you? I'm sorry, it's very hot. What was I thinking?
That you're a team fuck puppet?
No.
Or a sellout cunt?
Apologies. Just a reminder that he can't help it. And hey, if this isn't live television, then what is it?
A fuckfest of propaganda masquerading as journalism.
Right, Frankie, Rose, tell us, how can the viewers get involved with your cause?
Yes, we're holding a sponsored run in Capital Park next weekend. It's called the No Smiles 13 Miles.
No, it's called the No Laugh Half. What did I say before the show?
That it was the team pulling Jeremy Donaldson's strings.
No, I didn't say,
Wow, we
that.
may have to end that there, unfortunately. What a harmless bit of fun.
Steady on! This is exactly what I'm talking about. We demand respect.
Yes, well, later, I'll be talking to Professor Pumpkin. Ginger Tabby was a world-class pair of penalty balls. Is that really necessary?
No,
Jesus, guy.
Not you!
Unhand him at once! Enough! That's enough!
Oh, fuck.
Enough!
What are you doing?
Trying not to piss myself.
Alex, cut.
Don't you dare! Don't you fucking dare cut to the ads before I tell you to. Now, you in the broadcast centre, Bozeman's little scapegoat, you listen to me. You cut to the ads before I tell you to, and I will kill every single person in this studio. I am thinking about what I'm doing. I've been thinking about it for a long time. We all should be. Christ, it's so fucking hot in here. Do you remember when we used to do the real news? Before it was all lottery winners and bloody cat football? We are on the brinks of a siege the likes of which the world hasn't seen in hundreds of years. The enemy is at the gates, and I'm stuck here talking to these three fucking idiots.
I think my hiccups have stopped.
You three, get the fuck out of my studio. Go on, now, go, before I change my mind. Jenny, lock the doors. Lock the doors.
Yes, Jeremy.
Now, good. Yes.
Jenny's good. Jenny's fine, guys.
You in the broadcast centre.
What?
You listen to me. You pay attention. Now, I'm sure you've already loaded up exactly what you're going to play in the commercial, but today is going to be a little bit different.
I gotta play the Crazy Neil, man.
Yes, really. Look to your right. There is
I
a
did?
red
Oh,
tester,
okay.
And I want you to load it into one of the machines, and when I say so, and not before, you play it. You've got about 15 seconds, so I wouldn't waste any time. Now, all cameras.
Alex, I know I've doubted your competence, but surely even you know better than to play that tape. We don't take orders from armed lunatics. Play it normal effort, or there will be consequences.
Or now,
Yeah, I don't want to lose my job.
fucking balance.
Jeremy, I'm sorry, dude.
Alex, play the fucking tape.
No.
No, I don't want to hurt any of you. See, anything I don't like, I will not hesitate to start by killing this man.
Don't do it,
Reset the
Jeremy.
system for the third segment. I imagine the ratings are going to be through the roof.
A+. Heck yeah. I don't know. We didn't do any better than the first part. So is he gonna kill the guard and maybe kill himself? Corpo!
Formula acts fast, repairing damage and strengthening strands for hair that's truly unbreakable.
Let's say, man.
What do you mean they didn't play it? Why the fuck did they play it? Alex, what the heck is wrong with you? You had a chance to make a real fucking difference.
Jeremy, calm down.
You fucking calm down. How long?
8 seconds.
You. What's your name?
Andy.
Of course it fucking is.
Jeremy, put the gun down, please.
How long?
We're going live now.
Welcome back to what's left of the national nightly news. Our main story tonight. There is a fucking massive military blockade being set up around this country. We are surrounded and outgunned, as incidentally am I. Now I have asked for all the security doors to be locked, the studio doors to be locked, but security is on its way. So, I doubt we'll have much time. But while there is, let's try and do the fucking news. Our first guest tonight is Jenny. She works here in production.
Damn, she's fine, guys.
She told me she put forward several news stories. Older viewers will remember those. But they've all been rejected. So tell us, Jenny, what's somehow less important than Barnum and Bailey's Amazing Shit Circus and Commander Pomponut's the fucking cat footballer?
It's Professor Pumpkin.
Really, Jenny? There isn't much time. Come on, just one real news story.
I don't know. I can't think. I'm trying.
Christ! You haven't even taken into public ownership yet. I mean, might as well be one from Julia fucking Salisbury's no doubt immaculate kill room.
You want to leave her alone?
And this gallant knight, in slightly shattered armour, is Andy.
Oh,
He's
fuck.
the CCO. What's that stand for, Andy?
Community Cohesion Officer.
And what does that mean, Andy?
Well, we aim to strive...
No, you utter prick. I mean, what does that mean? What is a CCO? What are you?
Community...
Policeman! You're a policeman, a fucking policeman!
Yeah, that's what we used to be called.
Used to be? It was less than 2 months ago. What the hell is wrong with you all? Jenny, any recollections yet?
Nothing springing to mind.
All right then. Looks like you're in the hot seat, Andy. Exciting, eh? I mean, that's what you joined up for, wasn't it? Excitement? Is this your first hostage situation?
Yeah.
Yes. Pretty shitty you ended up being the hostage, eh? Never mind. How many people have you arrested for not carrying or having their ID cards?
Well, firstly, we don't arrest anymore. We invite for consultation.
Oh, no.
They're not ID cards.
Don't be a bellend all your life, Andy. You know what I mean. Answer the question.
Well, it shouldn't have to be a big deal to prove who you are.
Guys,
Are you guilty? Have something to fear?
we're getting the best
Yes, actually.
ratings
Desperately naive.
Look, I'm just a police officer.
of all time.
CCO.
Just following orders.
Oh, come on, mate. That's not fair.
It was rhetorical.
Hell
Jenny,
yeah.
spill the beans yet?
Jeremy, please stop. I'm scared. Alex didn't even play your tape. This is pointless. It's over.
Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. He's gonna do it, man.
I was going to quit tonight. I had notes. See?
Oh.
There's a recording. A VHS tape. A message from Disrupt. I haven't heard it, but I know what it's trying to say, and I wanted you at home to hear it. To listen to the other side and make up your own minds. But Alex Winston, who works in production, decided it was not for your eyes and ears. It was not for broadcast. Maybe Alex will play it after the next break. Doesn't matter. Tomorrow morning will arrive in every major news broadcaster worldwide. But I wanted you to hear it first. To listen to what Disrupt had to say about this unreported country. Because Disrupt and I, well, we swapped places while I wasn't looking. They're now the ones investigating, looking for evidence, trying to make the world a better place. And me? I'm in this newsroom interviewing Jeff fucking Algebra. What Disrupt have to say is important. You might not agree with all of it, but you should still hear it and make up your own minds.
Are you serious? Disrupt a credible source. You get more objectivity out of Alan fucking James.
Oh my God, are you being deliberately obtuse? Why can't any of you understand there's no such thing as a credible news source anymore? Aaron! Shit! Aaron! Oh shit, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
He's bleeding. It's in his shoulder.
First aid! Whoa, we need first aid.
He doesn't need first aid, he needs a fucking ambulance.
Paramedics. There'll be paramedics for
Oh,
the
fuck.
Lock those doors.
No! Don't do that!
Jeremy, he's bleeding. He could die.
Yes, but if you open the door, that's a
How
gift.
did you think this was going to end?
Why are you even here today? It's supposed to be your day off!
Oh, fuck.
My date cancelled. I thought it'd be more fun to be here than moping around at home. Truth be told, I wanted to see you. Being annoyed with you is like wearing a comfy jumper.
That's the nicest thing you've said to me.
Let's not make it the last.
Right. All remaining cameras on me. In a minute, I'm going to ask Jenny to unlock the doors. No. Only Aaron, our cameraman, can get the medical attention he needs. I should imagine I'll get arrested for this. It wasn't the graceful. I had a speech. I was meant to be resigning with a flourish of honour. Alas, hurrah! I was going to wish you all one last peaceful night. Can't see that happening now. Still, I want to have one last stab at the news before I go. You see, there's so much more we're not telling you. There's large groups of scientists, and they're testing something loud and something. What was that? I didn't think it over. I didn't
Shoot him. Stay back, please.
Mr. Donaldson,
Stand
you
back,
have
Jenny.
10 seconds to lower your weapon. If you do not comply, we will open fire.
God,
10.
cut to the ads.
9.
Alex, cut to the ads.
Okay. Okay, my score is A+. Good. Nice. It was a very easy segment though, that's why we got an A+. They're probably shooting him right now. Oh god. I wonder if there's a scenario where he doesn't get shot.
Stay with us in our rustic accommodation with all the facilities you'd expect. Water, grass. Hey, shoot, don't worry about that.
Yeah, we could have actually watched him getting shot, then replay this section, because the section's omega, giga easy.
Edible food and air, you're bound to find the perfect family.
It's probably getting shot right now.
Located just a few minutes drive from local attractions like Bum Sands and the
I wish we could just say.
It's
I wish. That would be, I think I'm gonna just check it, guys. Yeah. Damn! I got an achievement. Same man's retirement from the newsroom. I didn't say shit! Excuse me! I didn't say it. More info. Donaldson's situation has been resolved. Uh-oh. Offensive words versus censored interference-free show adequately edited. No way! No way! Advanced angered by content. Valves proved problematic. Valves? Which valves? Man, what the hell? How do you fuck this up, man? Your full wages! Not wearing every day. Easy clap. Oh, comfortable, nice. Kneel, okay, applaud. Tanking. I don't know what this is and this is. Fuck advance, fuck the resistance. Wait, channel 1 news. What does this mean? I did my job very well. So we're gonna watch the rushes. What's takedown? What is segment 3?
What do you mean they didn't play it? Why the fuck didn't they play it? Alex, what the heck is wrong with you? You had a chance to make a real fucking difference!
Jeremy, calm down!
You fucking calm down! How long?
Because this wasn't planned, so it's just segment 3.
You! What's your name?
Andy.
Of course it fucking is!
Yeah. Oh my god. We gotta see this, guys. He's getting shot. For sure. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Fire.
God, 10 to the ads!
9,
Alex, cut
8,
to the ads!
Peeking behind the curtain, that's an achievement. Or watching the... Yeah. Keep going. Keep going! What is this? Huh? What do you mean? That's it? No way. What is this? No. Bro. I want to see the rest, man.
What do you mean they didn't play it? Why the fuck did...
Why? This is fucked up. I thought we could see everything here. Alright. I'm mad now. Heat wave. The membership cards. Here you go.
Our society has never been fairer. From the food that we eat to the education, transition and community cohesion services we all enjoy. Finally, by working as a team, we have raised living standards and are the envy of an increasingly jealous world. And with these newfound luxuries come new opportunities for those who have put the needs of the team before their own. From this month, everyone who has registered for a team membership card will automatically be entered into a lottery to win life-enhancing prizes. And why wouldn't you register? After all, The team membership card is your passport to your world-class public services, and it's absolutely free. Just be sure to have your team membership card with you at all times. It really is that simple. After all, how can we help you if we don't know who you are? Team membership cards. Look after the team, and the team will look after you.
I was AFK, guys. I gotta deal with something. BRB.
Hi, it's Crazy Neil with our mega hot sunny summer deal. The prices are heating up, but the temperature's going down. Or it's the other way around. We don't know. We've got dingoes. We've got ringos. Give me the flamingo, guys. I know the prices are mental. If you're boiling hot and you're thinking, I need to get cool, I need to get down to Neil's because we've got the aircon on. We're serving up ice creams to all the customers, but our prices are dropping faster than a kid with a cold. It's on the floor. Yes, they're dropping every day. We've got crazy artificial paddling poles, ornamental paddling poles, big poles, little poles, anti-ground catching nets. Well, I don't care what you think. I'm gonna drop them even further. We got rubber rings for pets. We got rubber rings for you. We got rubber rings for them. We got rubber rings for her. Are you the managing director? No. We got everything from pina coladas, lifeboat starters, ladies on lilos. We got men in silos. If your favorite hobby is ice sculpting whilst the outside is boiling, we can let you sculpt dragons. We can let you sculpt flagons. We can let you sculpt icebergs. Whatever the temperature is doing, we got a fan. You don't care? You're fired! Hey! So come on down to the Crazy Neil Long Hot Summer Deal Steal!
Hi, I'm Sophia Remington, CEO of Remington's Fist, and I'm here today to take you on a trip to tomorrow with the brand new RS Rainbow, a home computer entertainment system with sophisticated graphics and breathtaking sound.
Remington's Fist, Fist.
These graphics are amazing, Brad. That actually looks a bit like a real tank.
Oh, gee, Janet, what a time to be alive. Surely games can't get any better than this. And that sound.
It's like a digital symphony, Brad. Are they playing more than one note at the same time?
Up to 4, Janet. 4 notes at the same time. That's enough for a chord.
But, Sophia, surely a home computer entertainment system needs games. Damn straight. And with the RS Rainbow, there's an incredible 3 of them. You could be solving puzzles in Zark, or jumping about in Twitchy Builder, or even taking on your friends in our incredible 2-player game Fighting. Yes, you heard me. 2 players at the same time. The RS Rainbow has a luxurious 32K of memory, so you can have whatever game you can dream of. I'm Sophia Remington, and I can't wait to turn on, load up, and as the cool kids say, zone out.
Yeah, I want to watch the team membership card again, actually. I was AFK. I think we saw this. Yeah, we saw this. This is not new. This is new.
The intensive formula acts fast.
I don't think so. Bombland.
This summer, your little ones deserve a treat. Ferris wheel.
Oh!
Carousel.
Nice.
Roller coaster.
Radical.
We've got none of that, but I can tell you what we do have. Danger cars. Colourful germ pit. This swing. Stay with us in our rustic accommodation, and and all the facilities you'd expect. Water. Grass. Hey, shoot, don't worry about that. With our fantastic live entertainment, actual activities, legally edible food and air, you're bound to find the perfect family getaway at Bumlands. Located just a few minutes' drive from local attractions like Bum Sands and The Hole. It's majestic, isn't it? Bumlands. We'll take the whole family.
Bumlands. Oh, this is that video.
Good evening. You know who we are. You've seen our symbols on your walls. You've heard them talk about us on the news. We are Disrupt. We are the Resistance. It's time you knew the truth. You know Advance are lying to you. You know the elderly are not a burden. You know the rich were not all evil. And you know the team membership card is an ID card, no matter what they try to tell you. But why should you trust us? Another faceless organization. A shadowy figure with a distorted voice. You've seen it so many times in the movies. Well, this is not a movie.
That's him!
My name is Alan James.
Hey.
I used to try and shock people for a living. For entertainment. But now we live in a time where perhaps you need to be shocked.
He's reformed. Alright.
Advance are coming for our freedoms. They are coming for the fruits of our labors. They will take our wealth. They will euthanize our parents and smiling throughout. They will turn our children against us if we voice our concerns. But you don't have to accept it. A great many people already won't. You can resist. You can disrupt. Find us. Talk with us. Join us. It isn't hard. We're everywhere.
You're everywhere? I don't know. Membership cards.
Our society has never been fairer. From the food that we eat to the education, transition and community cohesion services we all enjoy. Finally, by working as a team, we have raised living standards and are the envy of an increasingly jealous world. And with these newfound luxuries come new opportunities for those who have put the needs of the team before their own. From this month, everyone who has registered for a team membership card will automatically be entered into a lottery to win life-enhancing prizes. And why wouldn't you register? After all, the team membership card is your passport to your world-class public services, and it's absolutely free. Just be sure to have your team membership card with you at all times. It really is that simple. After all, how can we help you if we don't know who you are? Team membership cards. Look after the team, and the team will look after you.
No government needs this though. They already have your. They already give people their IDs. What is so special about this one? Alright, one more day, let's go. Continue! So. Tape to remember. You wake up, still partly in shock from what you saw on the news last night. What you had to edit on the news last night. When you come downstairs, you find your family sat in the living room waiting for you. You take a seat on the sofa next to Sam. Sam swallows, hesitating before starting. We were so worried about you last night after Jeremy. Everything that happened. Sam shakes their head. I wonder what we'll do with him now. Are you okay? Question mark. I'm a corpo guy, but I'm not evil, guys. I'm still RPing. I can't shake the feeling he might be right. Sam glances at the Charlie, then back to you. We saw that you— oh shit, Charlie's also a pro-government, right? We saw that you chose not to play that tape. They paused before continuing. And I couldn't help but wonder why. I didn't feel like I had a choice, yeah. Corpo. I think you did the right thing. I mean, it was a crazy situation, but playing that tape could have been really dangerous, Charlie says quietly. This was Charlie, I didn't do Charlie's voice. You didn't realize how much his support will mean to you. It's good to have your son on your side. He was gonna protest if we played that tape. For what it's worth, Alex, I think you were in an impossible situation and somehow you managed to make the right call. Sam throws their arms around you. My wife's a fucking pro-government, man. Only you were stuck in that studio, having to make that choice. No one can criticize what you did, and I'm proud of you. You've never been so grateful to have Sam support you. Guys, my marriage is saved. You take a deep breath and gather your thoughts. It's a lot to take in. You're not sure you fully processed what happened last night, let alone what Charlie and Sam think about it all. Bro, where's my daughter, man? Where's she? You smile wearily at your family. You were exhausted. You didn't know how worried you were about it, but as Charlie makes a stupid joke and you all laugh, you feel the tremendous tension break. Sam rubs your back and tells him to flick the TV on. You're gonna ask better. You're gonna ask for better. Month, I guess. 2 months. Jesus, it's been a year. Burden born. It's been 6 months since you and Sam last discussed Grandma's ever-increasing medical costs. And Emma, whilst very pleasant, has proved as expensive as a nurse you feared. You can't quite believe it's been that long already, but the sanctions are really starting to hit the home now. Unfortunately, government's only solution to help the ailing elderly is a day trip to a transition center. Why does everything always seem to come back to money? It's time to you and at the kitchen table, surrounded by bills and paperwork when Sam comes to join you. Today, Emma told you that there were really nothing more you could do, except an expensive experimental new treatment that might not even help. God. Sometimes your mom wants the treatment. More often she talks about visiting a transition center. It's hard to know which she really wants. Sam puts a hand on yours. What are you going to do, honey? She's your mother. It has to be your choice. She wants me to send my mother to the fucking death camp. Okay. I don't think she wants to live like this anymore. It's hard, but it's time for the it's hard, yeah. These things are never really a choice. Hopefully the kids will understand. It was all we could do given the circumstances. If only things had been different. Oh no. Wow. Holiday update. Just as you're finishing up breakfast, Sam comes in with the post. Oh, we got a postcard from Susie. Wait, that's my daughter, guys. I hope she's having fun on her trip. Sam reads it all loud as you finish getting ready for work. So, I've seen what feels like most of Irkstan. Really cool place, but so cold. Hope Chippy enjoyed the gift. And before you say anything, yes, you were right to make me pack the extra pair of socks. Sam gives me a small kick under the table. Next, we got the train to Konislava, much warmer and loads of beaches to enjoy. I could have stayed there forever, but had to head to San Palmerino before it got too cold. I'm so glad we did it. We probably got 1 or 2 more stops before heading home, but I'll be back in time for Christmas, I promise. Hope everyone's doing well. Love, Susie, XOXO. Sounds like it's been a hell of a trip, worth every penny. I don't even remember what the fuck she did. Or... Guys, what happened to fucking Jeremy? What happened? All he had to do, just read the fucking news, man. No. He had to fucking go. Oh, 7 went a week war. Alex, Bozeman, what the fuck are these?
Deplorables from Disruptor hacked the signal tonight. Perhaps you could leave your personal beliefs at home and try not to let them ruin the broadcast. Even if you don't care for the government, I assume you understand you have a vested interest in us staying on the air. Stay out of the orange.
Orange? Oh my god, again? Oh!
Humans? Just don't get drawn into talking about the war. They do know this is the news, don't they?
At 8:30 p.m. it's over to Patrick Bannon for all the day's sports board highlights, including all the tabletop action from the
Apparently, there's a
semi-finals
crew
of
at
Pro
Team
Amateur
HQ right now.
Sports Board, the
I think she's giving a speech or something tonight. They'll get it on the late news. Oh, great. So they get the brains and we get the performing monkey.
Followed at 9:25 by our unsettling play,
Sometimes you sound just like him, you know.
which tells the cautionary tale
How
of
are
one
you?
brave young lady's battles to survive the
Can't wait to forget this thing. I wanna do it. Okay.
It is what it is. I miss him too, you know.
10 seconds, everybody.
Rumpled old sod.
Don't. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening. This is the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Wolfe. It's the 140th day of war. Our main headlines tonight. Company of Heroes. Skirmishes on land and sea again today as our armed forces tested the mettle of the World Council's illegal blockade. Advanced strategy of multiple small-scale incursions into the disputed zone is certainly keeping the enemy on high alert, unable to work out where or when the next strike will come. Proud parents throughout the territory find themselves ever more impressed by the bravery and commitment of their incredible children and the job they're doing keeping supply lines open against all possible odds. Don't Starve. Advance's food programme moved from strength to strength today as rationing depots were opened in the last remaining unfed areas of the territory. The rationing depots have been constructed in record time, and the government's agricultural coordination strategy has seen shelves restocked with increasing regularity. However, with the reported rise in mental and physical health issues since the imposition of the blockade, critics have questioned whether those smaller communities which are only now starting to receive help could have been better and quicker served. 7 days to die. The recent decision to allow those with long-term health conditions to access transition centres has today been declared an overwhelming success. Previously available only to those in their final years, the expansion of the service has been met with relief by the many organisations calling for it to be opened up to the wider community. With dwindling medical supplies leaving many of our most vulnerable facing chronic pain,
I like how they removed censor words.
that the transition centres have found themselves stretched to capacity. Populace. More than 11% of the population have thus far failed to register for a team membership card, a worrying statistic given that the cards are a legal requirement from midnight tonight. It's up to the other 89% of us to remind our tardy friends that not taking advantage of all the exclusive services available to cardholders is now, as it should be, absolutely criminal. Start me up. Disrupt spokesman Alan James held an impromptu rally today in the northern city of Mankleypool. Large crowds gathered to hear the band speaker prove Disrupt are still able to capture the public's imagination. A representative from the Mankleypool Community Cohesion Team described the event as mostly peaceful, but it looks like Disrupt aren't going quietly into the night. And finally tonight, our mutual friend. Bail was denied in the High Court today for shamed former National Nightly News anchor Jeremy Donaldson.
He's not
The presenter will be transferred to new lodgings at Penton Ridge Prison, while the lengthy preparations for his trial, which is still 18 months away, begin. Since being taken into custody 10 weeks ago in this very studio, little has been heard from our former colleague. Despite how things ended, we wish him the best, and we'll be sure to bring you
Is he alive?
court case every night. But first this evening, with the war
My
about
God.
to enter its 21st punishing week, and people hurting up and down the country, I'll be grilling unpredictable Prime Minister Peter Clement in an exclusive interview from his
Oh,
home
shit.
tonight. That's coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Oh my god. Okay, dude. Stop, man. Hold up. Fucking hell. Enough!
In part 2, I'm a little overexcited to announce I'll be interviewing the one and only Lil C. And later we've got a new feature that's sure to keep you coming back for more. But first tonight, let's check in with Prime Minister Peter Clement, who's speaking to us from his home in Lanfordshire. Good evening, Prime Minister. Have we caught you exercising?
Oh, have we started? Yes, that's right, Miss Wolf. Just a few minor adjustments. I mean, nothing drastic. I haven't joined the gym or anything. As my old mum used to say, just because she won't take it up the shit, it doesn't mean you shouldn't try for a quick fiddle up the car park.
Language, Prime Minister.
What? Quick fiddle? What's wrong? Oh, shitter. It's shitter, isn't it? Yep, that's the one.
And can you tell us what
Huh?
it's about, this new you?
Well, you know, Mrs. C and I were watching, you know, the night the blockade began, when Jeremy Donaldson, well, you know, and it were blistering hot, as I'm sure you all remember, and I were a bit wheezy from all the cigars and all that, and Mrs. C turns to me after, you know, after the signal dropped away, and she were in floods of tears, and she says, Peter, she says, I couldn't go on without you, she said. So I made a decision, and since that day, I have stopped smoking cigars. Except for Christmas. About birthdays, weddings, state dinners. I swear I say, I got this useless running backwards doesn't go anywhere. And apparently I'm going on a walking holiday this Christmas, and that should finish me off for bloody good.
Did you make the decision to holiday within the country this winter because of the blockade, Prime Minister?
Well, Mrs. C has never liked travelling at the best of times. These are certainly not the best of times.
Wait for me. Disruptor everywhere. Every bar.
Tape involved in leaving the territory at the moment, as I'm sure you're all aware. Some of those forms are bastard long.
All in it together.
What? All in it together. Oh, yeah. Also, it doesn't seem very advanced to be going abroad when the rest of the country is grounded.
And yet, Julia Salisbury announced today that she'll be visiting Svenland during this year's winter break. Is that really an example of team spirit?
What? Did you know about this, Gail?
No one tells me anything, Peter. You should know that.
What did you know?
Well, leaving that for a moment, it says on this card that a body like yours must take some planning to achieve. What's your morning routine?
What do you want? Oh my god, yeah.
Well,
Game's
I
work.
have a frigid morning routine.
Oh my god, man. Holy fuck, I fucked it up so hard. Fuck. Man. Yeah, give me a checkpoint though. Checkpoint? No? Oh, man.
We're expecting deplorables from Disruptor Hack the Signal tonight. Perhaps you could leave your personal beliefs at home and try not to let them ruin the broadcast. Even if you don't care for the government, I assume you understand you have a vested interest in us staying on the air. Stay out of the orange.
Ask me to ask you to keep it light.
Well, what does that mean?
It means to do that thing you do where you turn politicians into humans. Just don't get drawn into talking about the war. Politics in general.
They do know this is the news, don't they?
8:30 p.m. It's over to Patrick Bannon for all the day's sports board highlights.
Apparently, there's a crew at Team HQ right now. I think she's giving a speech or something tonight. They'll get it on the late news.
Oh, great. So they get the brains and we get the performing monkey.
Sometimes you sound just like him, you know.
How are you?
It is what it is.
It is what it is. I miss him too, you know.
10 seconds, everybody.
Rumpled old sod.
Don't. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening. This is the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Wolfe. It's the 140th day of war. Our main headlines tonight. Company of Heroes. Skirmishes on land and sea again today as our armed forces tested the mettle of the World Council's illegal blockade. Advance's strategy of multiple small-scale incursions into the disputed zone is certainly keeping the enemy on high alert, unable to work out where or when the next strike will come. Proud parents throughout the territory find themselves ever more impressed by the bravery and commitment of their incredible children and the job they're doing keeping supply lines open against all possible odds. Don't starve. Advance's food programme moved from strength to strength today as rationing depots were opened in the last remaining unfed areas of the territory. The rationing depots have been constructed in record time, and the government's agricultural coordination strategy has seen shelves restocked with increasing regularity. However, with a reported rise in mental and physical health issues since the imposition of the blockade, critics have questioned whether those smaller communities which are only now starting to receive help could have been better and quicker served. 7 days to die. The recent decision to allow those with long-term health conditions to access transition centres has today been declared an overwhelming success. Previously available only to those in their final years, the expansion of the service has been met with relief by the many organisations calling for it to be opened up to the wider community. With dwindling medical supplies leaving many of our most vulnerable facing chronic pain, it can come as no surprise that the transition centres have found themselves stretched to capacity. Populace. More than 11% of the population have thus far failed to register for a team membership card, a worrying statistic given that the cards are a legal requirement from midnight tonight. It's up to the other 89% of us to remind our tardy friends that not taking advantage of all the exclusive services available to cardholders is now, as it should be, absolutely criminal. Start me up. Disrupt spokesman Alan James held an impromptu rally today in the northern city of Manklipool. Large crowds gathered to hear the band speaker prove Disrupt are still able to capture the public's imagination. A representative from the Manklipool Community Cohesion Team described the event as mostly peaceful, but it looks like Disrupt aren't going quietly into the night. And finally tonight, our mutual friend. Bail was denied in the High Court today for shamed former National Nightly News anchor Jeremy Donaldson. The presenter will be transferred to new lodgings at Penton Ridge Prison, while the lengthy preparations for his trial, which is still 18 months away, begin. Since being taken into custody 10 weeks ago in this very studio, little has been heard from our former colleague. Despite how things ended, we wish him the best, and we'll be sure to bring you all the details of that court case every night. But first this evening, with the war about to enter its 21st punishing week and people hurting up and down the country, I'll be grilling unpredictable Prime Minister Peter Clement in an exclusive interview from his home in Lanfordshire. That's coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Oh, here we go. Meow, 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 meow. What?
In part 2, I'm a little overexcited to announce I'll be interviewing the one and only Lil C. And later we've got a new feature that's sure to keep you coming back for more. But first tonight, let's check in with Prime Minister Peter Clement, who's speaking to us from his home in Lanfordshire. Good evening, Prime Minister. Have we caught you exercising?
Oh, have we started? Yes, that's right, Miss Wolf. Just a few minor adjustments. I mean, nothing drastic. I haven't joined the gym more or anything. As my old man used to say, just because she won't take it up the shit, it doesn't mean you shouldn't try for a quick fiddle up the car park.
Language, Prime Minister.
What? Quick fiddle? What's wrong? Oh, shitter. It's shitter, isn't it? Yep, that's the one.
And can you tell us what brought about this new you?
Well, you know, Mrs. C and I were watching, you know, the night the blockade began, when Jeremy Donaldson, well, you know, and it were blistering hot, as I'm sure you all remember, and I were a bit wheezy from all the cigars and all that, and Mrs. C turns to me after, you know, after the signal dropped away, and she were in floods of tears, and she says, "Peter," she says, "I couldn't go on without you," she said. So I made a decision, and since that day, I have stopped smoking cigars. Except for Christmas. My birthdays. Weddings. State dinners. I suppose that I got this useless Rudy backwards doesn't go anywhere. And apparently I'm going on a walking holiday this Christmas, and that should finish me off for bloody good.
Did you make the decision to holiday within the country this winter because of the blockade, Prime Minister?
Well, Mrs. C has never liked travelling at the best of times. These are certainly not the best of times. On that we can all agree. There's a lot of red tape involved in leaving the territory at the moment, as I'm sure you're all aware. Some of those forms are bastard long.
All in it together.
What?
All in it together.
Oh, yeah. Also, it doesn't seem...
What do you want from me, game?
...to be going abroad when the rest of the country is grounded.
And yet, Julia Salisbury announced today that she'll be visiting Svenland during this year's winter break. Is that really an example of team spirit?
What? Did you know about this, Gail?
No one tells me anything, Peter. You should know that. What did you know?
Well, leaving that for a moment, it says on this card that a body like yours must take some planning to achieve. What's your morning routine?
Well, I have a frigid morning routine.
Rigid. It's rigid for fuck's sake!
Oh, yeah. A rigid and demanding plan that my doctor and personal trainer...
Who's your personal trainer?
Some prick called Clark. Is that on your card?
I thought we might wonder. Prime Minister, speaking of planning, with the blockade in its 20th week and the people of this country reeling from its effects, what plans do you have to get us out of this mess?
Well, that's a very blunt question, Miss
Surely
Wolf.
one for which you, the democratically elected Prime Minister, must have an answer.
Don't you get smart with me, Pat. I was a fucking national treasure before you were a twinkle in the milkman's scrotum. You want to talk about plans? Let me tell you about plans. That's all we do. Fucking plans and revised plans and then meetings to discuss the implementation of plans and plans and yet more planning for fucking plans and yet more fucking plans.
Well, that's good. That's good to know, Prime
Do you
Minister.
know, I used to really like you, Pat. You were a breath of fresh air. But I've been watching you. And you know what? You get more like him every day.
I will take that as a compliment. Prime Minister, later on this evening, your co-leader, Julia Salisbury, is going to give a national address from team headquarters. Can you give us a hint of what she's going to say?
Yes. Well, I imagine that
Sorry,
it will be
you
the
imagine?
usual... No, what I mean is...
You do know about this broadcast, don't you, Prime Minister?
Well, I'm sure I did. But Julia and I have no secrets from each other. We don't memorize each other's bloody diaries either. As my old man used to say, if you wanted to get a job done quick, don't get bogged down in the pubes. What else you got?
Sorry?
Only cards. What else? A little piece of my life do you want to rustle through? Get out. Refill my glass. Ta. Ah, come on. Come on.
Okay. What music do you listen to when you work out?
Well, Gail tells me that I work out to Little C, but I have absolutely no fucking idea who that is. And do you think the C stands for?
It stands for collaborative, Prime Minister.
Yeah, actually, that does make more sense, actually.
How's rationing affecting you?
It's hard, but we get by. You just have to learn to get by on the basics. Take comfort in each other. I've got Mrs. C and many a fine single malt. I want for nothing. Except for a decent night's sleep, of course.
Prime Minister, thank you for joining us. When we come back,
This is better.
it's time for the Culture Spot with Lil C and a world premiere performance of her new song. I genuinely can't wait to hear that. We'll be back after this.
Oh man!
And that is what happens when you wander from the car.
I don't think he knew
I
about
forgot again. Fuck, man.
Bozeman's face turned a colour that I think you call embolism.
Ho, ho, ho! It's a sale!
Nah, you're like the daughter he never had. Suppose the higher-ups might fire him, though.
Who's Lil C?
Or if there's any justice, me.
Who's Lil C?
Are you winding me up?
What? I'm civilized. I read books.
D. Oh my god.
We've even had to get crazy creative, and we've got specials on
You'll no doubt have spotted the updated mixing disc. You'll need the new buttons during the next sections. First, we'll need applause when the guest enters, and before her song. Don't worry, I'll walk you through it when we get there.
We got crazy Christmas dancing hats. We got crazy Christmas dancing hats and jumpers. If you're feeling hungry, don't feel down in the mouth. You can have a dog on a log. And remember, a dog isn't for life. It's just for Christmas to eat. It's a crazy deal. And
Oh,
crazy
Jesus.
deals. We've got elves on trees.
Crazy deal, no!
If you want to know where the elf on the shelf is, we've got elves on elves. Bend over and ready for you to take home. We got naughty Christmas nativities with naughty Christmas figurines. We
I've
got
never heard of
crazy
her before.
Oh, she's big, really big.
Really? Is she any good?
Nah, of course not. She's dog shit. But kids go mad for her, absolutely mad.
Live in 10 seconds. Hang on, Colin, you've got kids.
Yeah, I've got about 6 or 7, I think.
What?
5, 4, 3.
Thanks for coming back. Later, we have an exciting new feature that we just know you're going to love, so stay tuned for that. But first, I'm really excited for our next guest. She rose to prominence as the delightful Susie May in All My Daughter's Children's Men, before taking the music industry by storm this year with her debut album smashing the chart records at the age of just 20. Let's give it up and welcome Lil C!
It's happening.
May I just say, you look incredible.
Oh, thanks, babe. I'm doing this new regime and it really does work.
What's the regime?
And my manager suggested it to me. It basically involves bathing in like cabbage water and then having the leaves sucked out of you while you sleep.
Wow, is that healthy?
Oh, well, look at me, Meg. The leaves are my only nourishment.
Yep, they certainly are. Now, you'll have to forgive me, but I'm somewhat of a super fan, so I'm sorry if I get a bit starstruck.
Oh, bless you. I've never actually heard of you before, so if you do get a little tongue-tied, I can always carry the interview.
Oh, that's good to know.
I can restart this. Get a bad start. When the week war.
You'll no doubt have spotted the updated mixing disc. You'll need the new buttons during the next sections. First, we'll need applause when the guest enters, and before her song. Don't worry, I'll walk you through it when we get there.
I've never heard of her before.
Oh, she's big, really big.
Really? Is she any good?
Nah, of course not. She's dog shit. But kids go mad for her, absolutely mad.
Live in 10 seconds.
Hang on, Colin, you've got kids.
Yeah, I've got about 6 or 7, I think.
What?
5, 4, 3.
Thanks for coming back. Later, we have an exciting new feature that we just know you're going to love, so stay tuned for that. But first, I'm really excited for our next guest. She rose to prominence as the delightful Susie May in All My Daughter's Children's Men, before taking the music industry by storm this year with her debut album smashing the chart records at the age of just 20. Let's give it up and welcome Lil C!
Better.
May I just say, you look incredible.
Oh, thanks, babe. I'm doing this new regime and it really does work.
Ooh, what's the regime?
And my manager suggested it to me. It basically involves bathing in like cabbage water and then having the leaves sucked out of you while you sleep.
Wow, is that healthy?
Well, look at me, Meg. The leaves are my only nourishment.
Yep, they certainly are. Now, you'll have to forgive me, but I'm somewhat of a super fan, so I'm sorry if I get a bit starstruck.
Oh, bless you. I've never actually heard of you before, so if you do get a little tongue-tied, I can always carry the interview.
Oh, that's good to know. So your first album, F My Face Together, it hit shelves this summer and it just exploded. I mean, what was that like for you?
Bonkers, just so weird. I was in all the papers and the magazines. Overnight, I went from that like annoying little girl from that show to that like sexy little girl from that show.
Wow, that must have been bizarre.
Not really, it was just like any other morning. You know, get up at 5, go on a 4-mile run, have 3 meetings on my cabbage bath, but then only then was my dad actually talking to me.
Oh, of course. I mean, the famed country singer, Billy Bob Jean Short. I didn't know you'd been estranged.
There's nothing that strange about it, Megan. Okay, yes, he may believe that aliens told him to hate women, but there really isn't anything to prove that he's wrong.
Uh-huh. So, this newfound explosion into your popularity, I mean, did that change your life?
Well, I had to start wearing like nicer underwear, you know, for the paparazzi, but as my manager says, best to make the most of it before I'm 30.
Is that right? So, what's the album about?
So I thought it was about like how pretty and great I am, but actually it's about monetizing youth, I think, or about like promoting an unrealistic standard of beauty or something.
Your manager again.
Yeah, he says insecurity is an opportunity.
Oh, do you think he'd be happy with you telling us all this?
Telling you all what? It really doesn't matter what I say here. I'll do my dance and then this part will all be forgotten about.
Oh. Well, yeah, I mean, we're going to see some of those famous dance moves very shortly because you're going to be performing your new single, aren't you?
Yeah, it's from my album Put It In My A Together and it's out tomorrow.
So soon, after the last one?
Oh yeah, I've actually released 2 albums since lunchtime and a clothing line during this interview. See, this is called Cry for Help and it's going to be in all the best high street and retailer shops and it's out now, so girlies, you know what to do. Scream and cry.
It's hard, dude. It's hard.
Ooh. There she goes. Blimey. All these projects, they're keeping you very busy, aren't they? It must be tough.
Yeah, it can get tough and I hate it sometimes and I hate myself. I just want to like cry into a bath of root veg. But then I think thousands of girls would do anything to be me, so I must be quite lucky.
Well, you know you don't have to do this though, don't you?
Yeah, I do think that sometimes. Most nights between like my 4th book and a stranger slaps me around the arse. I think things could have been different, you know, like better. But I don't know. I love doing autographs and having somebody dress me and tell me what to wear.
Did you always want to do music?
Well, ever since I was a little girl, I did. I'd sit in front of the radio, and as soon as my favourite girl group would come on, I'd press record on my cassette. But then my dad would come in and tell me to
Oh my God! No!
Sorry, is your dad your manager?
Yeah,
Fuck.
which can be tough. And sometimes when it gets really hard, he'll say, "Make Grandma proud, and you might just survive childbirth."
Well, you know what? Despite anything, you'll make me proud.
Oh, if only your opinion was as valuable as his.
On that problematic note, you're going to be singing your song for us soon, aren't you? Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
So it's called These Babies Gonna Bring You Home, and I actually got sent the lyrics in the car on the way up here. But you know what? It's actually all right. And don't worry, all my work is team approved.
All right then. Well, you can go and get ready for that. We'll see you in a little bit. It was a very specific type of pleasure to chat to her, and I just can't wait to hear this. Oh, so here's Lil C with an exclusive first performance of her new track, These Babies Gonna Bring You Home. Take it away.
It's the Force's favorite, the Queen of Teams, here to break in your blockades, Lil C.
Oh baby, can't you see I'm hungry? There's a place in me that's empty. I want that meet-you packing, only you can fill that crack in me. I'm under siege, so come and free me. Ain't no disruption here, boy, I got no agenda. Just want the team in ring.
I'm trying, guys, hard.
Don't stop no morning drill, there's holes in me that ain't been filled yet. I only scream this loud when you do your country proud. I ain't no Vickers, but I come and skirmish on my border. Quick before I get much older, tie me down and throw me like an enemy soldier. An enemy soldier. So let them try and break our dream. We fight and love and die at two. So what a Peter Clemens boys can come and use me as a toy. I wanna see some action, so come and break my sanctions. I've been this wild and free since Mama burdened me. She was only 53, but gave to save her family. There's no one judging me if I'm the one that's in your fantasy. Don't die alone, these babies gonna bring you home. I ain't no Vickers, but I come and skirmish on my border. Quick before I get much older, tie me down and throw me like an enemy soldier. An enemy soldier. So what if Peter Clemens boys can come and use me as a toy and flip me over, grab my hair, rip off my clothes and done from there. I wanna see some action, so come and break my sanctions.
I don't care anymore. Fish stripped? Damn. I wasn't looking at the fucking screen anymore. Wow.
Well, if that doesn't distract you from the world outside,
No applause.
I don't know what will. I'd like to thank Little C for doing that. Don't go anywhere. After the break, we'll finally be revealing the new segment of our show that we just know you're going to love. We'll be back right after this.
And we're out.
Can I just say, thank you so much for letting me do this. It really means a lot to me, you know.
Yeah.
To be able to promote myself on such a mainstream platform like the news.
Well, don't worry about it. And you know what? Good luck for the future. Take care of yourself. This industry can be crazy sometimes. Watch out for that father of yours, won't you?
Oh, no. I manage myself. It's just, you know, for the public to have that certain perspective of me. You know what it's like.
Oh, right.
And Michael? Michael?
What about Billy Bob Jean Short? Is he?
Oh, my dad. He's such a sweetheart. We both had the same agents, you know, like it just made sense. Both of us were imaged together.
Wow.
And Michael, I want to see the revenue share for the clothing line and get me a G&T before my meeting with the lube guys. If they say for your pleasure, I'm going to start needing it.
Plus, A+. That's pretty good. Whatever, man. This guy is back. Oh, God.
Do I look like the sort of person who counts things? No, not anymore. I'm better than that now. I'll tell you what, just keep adding flowers until it feels like 12. Got it?
Absolutely, right away. 10 seconds.
Oh, God.
5, 4, 3.
Did Megan dye her hair?
Thanks for joining us for part 3. We've been teasing you about our new feature all night, and now The wait is finally over. I can reveal that every night on the show we'll be treated to an episode of an informative and hilarious new segment called The Notice Board. It stars some top talent and we're very excited about it. But before we see it, let's have a quick chat with the writer, director and phenomenon, may I say, Jeff Algebra, guys.
Actually, I've dropped the algebra. I go by Jeff DePlume now. How'd you like that?
Well, yeah, very fancy. I suppose you need a new name now that you're a successful artiste.
Well, exactly. I'm earning enough to pay taxes now.
Oh.
It's shit.
And how does Angela feel about all this?
Who?
Your wife.
Ah! Oh, God, no. No. No, she's long gone. No, she was holding me back. I'm with Norm now. We were married last month.
Norm de Plume.
Yeah.
And why did you write this? What was your inspiration?
Oh, well, I received a telephone call offering me 25 grand to write a pro-team sitcom. And I heard my father's voice. It said, Jeff, you listen here, boy. You make hay while the sun shines. You ring every penny you can get out of this. So I wheeled him down to the transition centre, got out my typewriter and started clacking.
Wow.
Utter shite.
And without further ado, let's give it up for the notice board.
Wait, what? I missed it?
You have to play a sound effect, Alex.
Holy fuck game!
Good morning, Miss Craven.
This lady again.
Morning, Ray. Everything all right, Mrs. Craven?
Oh, God.
You look as worried as the vicar in closing time.
Ray, it's those young louts. They've vandalised my shop again.
No!
Yes!
She's amazing.
They've written all sorts of obscene language and crude pictures, and I know it's those damn youths.
I don't know. It could be the vicar at closing time.
I'm just worried they won't ever become productive members of the community. What if they never see the error of their ways and end up as social outcasts?
Bad camera working.
Shoplifters or bong rats?
Don't worry, Mrs. Craven. This is a very supportive community, and I'm sure that in time they will fit into this society like this key into this lock. See? Works like a charm.
What a lovely way to put it, Ray. And just like that, we can unlock their future.
Yes, yes. Wow! Look at all the letters in my collection today.
Oh, I think that one's addressed to me.
What? This one? Oh, so you're right.
I missed it.
Here it is.
Oh, it's a letter from my granddaughter, Brenda. She says she got an A on her maths exam because one of her friends has been helping her. She was always a team player, was our Brenda.
What's up, losers?
Oh fuck, I missed the fucking collab.
Oh, no. It's Brad. He's the coolest guy in the village.
That's right. I just got here on my motorbike.
Oh, clear
I
off,
missed it.
Brad. We don't want any of your ilk.
I want to pull in a section again.
Brad dudes.
No, ruffians. Have you come to tag the notice board with your gang signs?
No way. I've actually come to pin my resume on that notice board. I'm looking to do some tutoring after school.
What did you say? Tutoring?
That's right. Maths is very important. Would you mind, Ray?
Not at all.
So you, a young person, have been spending your time helping others and not just urinating on churches or huffing glue?
Hey, I haven't huffed glue for months.
Well, blow me down!
You know what? We misjudged you based on how young and cool you are and not on your actions.
No joy.
So it wasn't you who vandalised my shop last night or called me a rancid old crone from the back of a chopper?
No way. It can't have been me. I was too busy helping my friend Brenda with her maths homework.
Could you speak up there? I thought for a minute there that you said Brenda.
I did, you daft old sow.
Did you hear that, Ray?
Oh, yes, what a wonderful surprise. I now respect you as a man.
Put her there, Ray. Oh, what the heck? Give us a hug.
What's happening? Okay. Oh.
Sorry to interrupt the first groundbreaking episode of the notice board, but we are receiving some breaking news. I'm being told we are picking up reports from across the continent of what appear to be... Oh, God.
Don't tell me a nuclear war, man.
What appear to be
No
nuclear
way!
explosions in 4 major foreign cities.
No way.
Initial estimates put the death toll into...
Are we safe?
They put them into millions.
What?
I'm being told we're experiencing some power shortages as a result, so apologies for the interruption. And apparently we can go live now to team headquarters for an emergency broadcast from Prime Minister Julia Salisbury any moment. Yes, let's go to that now.
Good evening, citizens and leaders of the world. Minutes ago, operatives working for Advance detonated nuclear explosives simultaneously in 4 major cities across the continent. We have similar devices in 58 other urban centres and will not hesitate to detonate them if our conditions are not met in full and without delay. The people of our territory will no longer tolerate your illegal and genocidal blockade. You are to remove it immediately. We will accept nothing less than your unconditional surrender. Your territories will be taken under our control. We will install replacement governments to ensure that your citizens become part of the new future. Your borders are now our borders. Your people are our people. They will finally be fed and clothed and educated and healed. But for your privileged few, the moment that they feared is now upon them. Allow me to be crystal clear. If you fire a single shot at our territory, or harm a single one of our citizens, we will not hesitate to detonate further devices. You will not find them, though no doubt you are already searching for them. Our technology is decades ahead of yours. We will expect your complete acceptance of our terms by midnight tonight. Thank you.
I don't really talk about my personal life in my job. It's not relevant or important. So many of you may be surprised to learn that I have a brother. His name is David.
Aw.
And right now I can't get his stupid face out of my head. He's a researcher and he's currently traveling the continent for work. And I don't know where he is right now. And I should imagine that there are many of you.
Yes,
sitting at home
keep
tonight
talking,
digesting
Megan.
this
Good for ratings.
news, and you also have loved ones on the continent, in Urkistan, or Havia, or San Palmerino, or
Yeah, my daughter.
Slava, which is where David was when I last spoke to him 3 days ago. So when I tell you I know how you are feeling tonight, believe me, I do. But I also know that there's a flow to events. I see it every day here. I know that although tonight it feels like we may be in a time of fear and darkness, we may actually be at the break of a new dawn. We don't know that yet. We can't know that yet, but together we will find out. And I will be here every night, feeling what you are feeling. And with your help, maybe we can all get to that brave new world. My name's Megan Wolf. Let's make tomorrow better.
And we're out. We've got people ringing around, but the telephone networks are overloaded. Okay. We'll find him.
Do we know exactly which cities were hit, or?
Megan. We will find him.
See? Well... We're gonna see this! Gotta see that one, guys. Make the Naughty Sports first show a success. Nice. It was this brother, man. David Wolf. Who is it? Meow, 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 meow. Okay, should we watch the ads today? Or leave it just to the next day? Because I gotta go, guys. I gotta go. Continue. Your full wages. Things are looking up. Who are these people? I don't know. They're gaining popularity. Channel 1 is fine. Wolf is hand. What is this? Segment 1. Oh.
But first this evening, with the war about to enter its 21st punishing week.
Oh.
I think this bike's brakes are fucked. Speak up, my deaf old ears can't hear you.
I said there's nothing wrong with the bike.
Well, could you get someone to look at it, please, before I look like a complete prick on the national nightly news?
There's no
10
time.
seconds.
You're live
Well,
in 30
I'm not
seconds.
sticking
Put your
to things,
earpiece in
but
for
I'll play
fuck's
nice.
sake.
Going in 5,
Up. Fucking notice board. Because the wolf is beach. Huh? Ah! My ears!
Sorry to interrupt the first groundbreaking effort. What appear to be nuclear explosions in 4 major foreign cities. They put them into millions.
Million dead!
I'm being told we're experiencing some power shortages as a result, so...
Good evening, citizens and leaders of the world. Simultaneously in 4 major cities across the continent. We have similar devices in 58 other urban centres and will not hesitate to detonate them if our conditions are not met in full and without delay. The people of our territory will no longer tolerate your illegal and genocidal blockade. You are to remove it immediately. We will accept nothing less than your unconditional surrender. Your territories will be taken under our control. We will install replacement governments to ensure that your citizens become part of the new future. Your borders are now our borders. Your people are our people. They will finally be fed and clothed and educated and healed. But for your privileged few, the moment that they feared is now upon them. Allow me to...
Yeah, we're liberating them!
If you fire a single shot at our territory, or harm a single one of our citizens, we will not hesitate to detonate further devices. You will not find them, though no doubt you are already searching for them. Our technology is decades ahead of yours.
How is that possible?
We will expect your complete acceptance of our terms by midnight tonight.
Yeah, this is a good spot to end the stream, guys, in the game. Yeah. Alright.
Here with a pre-Christmas crazy Christmas deal. It's post-Christmas, it's pre-Christmas, it's all of the Christmas. Ho, 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 it's a sale. It's gotta go, go, go. Come on down and pull a cracker. It'll go bang in your face and you'll take whatever comes out. Yay! Christmas pineapple on a tree. Take 2 baubles, take 3. We don't care how many baubles. Take a candle. Set fire to your Christmas tree. Set fire to your life. If you're thinking Christmas is a way off and the blockade is getting you down, stock might be low, but the prices are lower. We've even had to get crazy creative, and we've got specials on all of the furniture with tinsel. We've got
I sent my mother to death camp.
furniture without tinsel. We got Christmas furniture. We got pre-Christmas Christmas furniture. It's a cracker of a deal, a crazy deals. Yay! We got crazy Christmas dots. We got crazy Christmas dots in hats. We got crazy Christmas dots in hats and jumpers. If you're feeling hungry, don't feel down in the mouth. You can have a dog on a log. And remember, a dog isn't for life. It's just for Christmas to eat. It's a crazy deal at Crazy Meals. We've got elves on trees. We've got trees on elves. If you want to know where the elf on the shelf is, we've got elves on elves. Bend over and ready for you to take home. We got naughty Christmas nativities with naughty Christmas figurines. We got crazy Christmas num bums. We've got crazy Christmas big bums. It's the 6th Mrs. Crazy Neil used to say to me, bang, bang, bang. She had to go, but I still love Christmas. Christmas without her is not the same, but I don't care because I'm insane. Come on down to Crazy Neil's for your Christmas needs. Wife's not included.
Advanced Day Lords.
The enemy is all around us. A frightened world that looks at what we have achieved and dares not let it succeed. They have tried to starve us, but as a team, we have grown food enough for all. They have tried to hurt us, to cut off our medicines, but as a team, we have offered radical, compassionate solutions. And they have tried to scare us, to rob us of power and leave us in the dark. But as a team, we have lit a fire so bright that they will never quench it. We are at war with a brutal foreign enemy, against leaders who do not even treat their own people with the dignity and love that we have come to expect as standard. And if these leaders can sit idly by while their own people starve, well, whatever would they do to us should we lose? That is why it is vital that we pull together, that we encourage and educate our family, friends and neighbours so that they too embrace this new future. Because a team can only succeed when it pulls in the same direction. And while we certainly wouldn't call dissenting voices treasonous, we would raise an eyebrow at those who can't find it within themselves to show even a little team spirit. Advance. Together, we cannot lose this war. So join the winning team.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Sophia Remington, the CEO of Remington's Fist, and I've been paying attention. The blockade around your country has left people struggling to find just the basics. So where on earth are you supposed to go for the other essentials? The things that make life worth living.
Remington's Fist.
I positively loathe these sanctions, Jane. I can't remember the last time we boiled a duck à l'orange.
I concur absolutely, Brian. There's barely enough milk to undermine the tea.
George, from the club. He thought he had a chance as an avocado last Tuesday. He's dead now.
Oh, Brian, woe is me. How did we ever fall so low?
One is certain a preferable way exists.
And you'd be right. We've had our biggest and best brains working on this for months, and we've got you covered with the Remington's Fist Siege Survival Box. Inside every blockade-busting box, you'll find the things you really missed. A red wine where you can hardly taste the chemicals. Some rare meat we grew in our production laboratory. Chocolate so salty, you'd believe it came from Svenland. The list of luxuries is endless, at least 7. And we've even added a random twist. 1 in every 100 boxes will contain
a golden flood!
Looks like they just got lucky. Remington's Fist Siege Survival Boxes. So good you'll believe they were made somewhere else.
When my husband became CEO of Pleasurecore, I wondered what the advantages would be for me. Well, now I'm aboard the SS Fun Ship for a holiday so good I'm being paid to sing about it. If you could be me now out on a pleasure cruise, seeing several sights and drinking copious booze, I'd like my friends from work to take a good look at the cheapest hangover, cause you can book. All I can say is, hey, look now, this is the life. Just like the brochures say, you can't cheat on your wife. It's a
Okay, man.
Due to the ongoing military blockade, some destinations may differ from those pictured in this advertisement, as the cruise now mainly takes place around Sudbury.
Okay, man. What is this? Oh yeah, okay. Oh boy. Yeah, sure, choice, man. Do it. Oh, man.
Eau de Beaubois.
I'm glad she can still find work, guys. Honestly.
Eau de Beaubois. The dangerous new fragrance from Eye of the Beholder, formulated with all natural hydrogen sulfide. Eau de Beaubois. Because who cares?
Good shit. Guys, I gotta go. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys around. Maybe, probably tomorrow, yeah. Alright. I'm done. Bye.